Hey, what's happening, Pete's? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? So I hope anybody can hear me out there right now. I'm sure you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this little bit of a live hangout. I won't be too long. First things first, I gotta give shout outs to the brother Kiwi Unbox. Shout out to Kiwi. I know you tried to reach out to me earlier, bruh. I wasn't able to pick up the call because I was in the middle of a meeting today on my day job. I apologize for that, man, but I owe you one. Shout out to the PNC because I also received this news today, or not too long ago, that according to multiple sources, Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz is now confirmed. The fight is set to go on November 4th. This was first reported on Yahoo Sports by Kevin Lowe. Then it was also picked up by Forbes writer. So who's on the Forbes? I'm gonna bring up the Forbes article. By Forbes columnist, what's his name? Go ahead and read it here. By Brian, forgive me if I butcher his last name, Brian Masik. Okay. It says here, quote, the WBC heavyweight champion, the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, who's 38-0 with 30. Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. That's on the Forbes website. So, anyways, it's reported here. Dude, I lost my train of thought. Let me go ahead and read the article again. Okay. It says here that Deontay Wilder, let's see, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, who's 38-0 with 37 KOs, was chasing Showtime's stablemate and IBF and WBA champion Anthony Joshua for a unification bout, but with the latter agreeing to face WSHA-PULEV in October, the WBC champion has turned his attention to Luis Ortiz. Well, we all know about that very complex situation between the three fighters, but we don't need to get into that. But most importantly, according to sources referenced by Yahoo Sports Kevin Lowe, Wilder will likely face Luis Ortiz on November 4th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Now, this is an excellent heavyweight fight and what has been a standout year for the sport of boxing, which I cannot agree more. The two men are combined with 65-0 with 60 KOs. Now, it's hard to find any combination of opponents with more gaudy records and KO percentages. Now, Wilder won the title in January 2015 when he took a unanimous decision versus Bermane Stiverne. It was the first and only time any opponent managed to go the distance with Wilder. He has successfully defended his title 5 times since. Yeah, we all, it has mixed messages on his title defenses, which I'm not really impressed by. But again, that's, we're not focused on that right now. Let's go ahead and read the rest of this article here. It also says here, yeah, what up, blood? Bomb squad, baby. Hey, man, let me know if you want to get on the chat. I'll send you a link, brother. So, anyhow, let me finish this article here. So Ortiz is the former interim WBA champion. The 38-year-old, which I believe he's older than that, Cuban is known for his massive punching power. However, when he climbs in the ring with Wilder in November, it'll be nearly a year since he's fought. In December 2016, he stopped Dave Allen in a lackluster performance that helped kill any buzz. It will kill some sort of buzz once he had in his career. I doubt that because styles make fights. So, I mean, once you start facing, better opposition, then it depends on whether your natural ability would have any type of advantages over better, against upper tier opponents. Now, I'm not saying Dave Allen's an upper tier opponent, but he definitely had a style that really was bothering some towards Ortiz, just like Malik Scott. So, I mean, that's no surprise with Malik Scott because he does have a very orthodox and backfoot style fighting, which kind of really infuriates a lot of opponents. But anyways, Ortiz was scheduled to face Derek Rossi in April, but had a hand injury that forced him to withdraw from the bout. The near 11-month layoff will be the longest of his professional career, but he has finally landed a lucid shot at a legitimate world title. Yeah, he finally got it. So, let's see. Well, I don't need to read any more there, but all I gotta say is, hey, what's up, Bo? What's going on, man? Yeah, hey, what's up, BC? You want to get in? All right, I'll send you a link, brother. Hold on. So anyhow, yeah, definitely great news, man. Definitely great news. Hey, Bo, if you want me to send you a link, I'll do that too, man. Just let me know if you want to get in as well. So cool, I got you, brother. So yeah, definitely great news, man, for the sport of boxing. Definitely great news. I think this would definitely definitely what you call it is another shot in the arm for the sport. You know, what caps off to be a very great year. Well, not Yep. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulty there. So the hangout is resuming. So let me go back in here and get DCB on. Let me get Bo on here too. So give me 1 second here. Let me get the fellas on here on this hangout. All right, that's a done deal there. So DCP got the request. All right, brother, you got the request. Let me know when you get on. I'll be waiting. So let me see what else we got over here. All right, Truth. Hey, all right, Bo, I'm going to send you one right now. So give me 1 second, April. I'm gonna get you on right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, no. They can hear you. Yeah, I just asked with you. I'm gonna get Bo on here right now. Send him a message. All right, brother. Okay, bam. So definitely got the brothers on. Oh damn! Hey man, you trying to make fun of me, bro? All right, man. All right, man. That's funny, man. That's real funny. Hey, but anyways, yeah, I sent you guys a link, so let me know when you guys get it. Yeah, I tried that, bro, but then okay, here it is. Bam. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead and jump on it right now. Anybody, I'm going to remove it as soon as you guys get on. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, man, definitely good news for the sport of boxing, man. I think this is definitely giving a shot in arm into the sport, particularly in the heavyweight division. I mean, we definitely need the fights. Uh, hey, what's up, fellas? What's up,
What's
Bo?
going on?
Not much,
What's
not
going
much. What's going out? I see I got Frank here. Who's Frank? Frank.
Oh,
Frank
that
K.
DCB, man. It's a long
Oh,
story how Frank came about.
oh, okay, man. It's all good, man. I'm like, who the hell is Frank? Damn, nigga. I invite you to come on.
I know. Hey, it messed me up until I realized, oh, that's probably DCB.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Oh
yes.
man,
Yeah, man.
what's good,
You
y'all? Y'all know I gotta talk. Y'all know I gotta talk some shit about this, man. Y'all know. Oh, come on, Dan. You should have been hitting me up about this one, man.
I know, man. I know. I've been caught up with some stuff today, but I thought I'd get on here and hopefully if you were on, I was gonna tell you to come on and come on to my house. We could talk about it. I know you got a lot to say, so you got the floor, man. What do you think about the fight, man? What do you think about this news?
Man, I'm happy. Like, first of all, like I'm really happy. The fight was. I was starting to doubt a little bit. I was definitely thinking my doubt was coming a little bit from the Ortiz side because so many people that allegedly wanted him to fight Wilder now it became like these Eddie Hearn minions and wanted fucking Ortiz to duck the fight. So I'm out here thinking like, I hope Ortiz don't actually listen to these fools and actually end up ducking the fight. But he proved that he's a real King Kong. He's taking this fight. He is like, I don't know. I hope we're all on the same page here. Luis Ortiz was regarded or is still regarded as a top 3 heavyweight, right? That didn't change overnight. Now that he's about to fight Wilder. Last time I checked. And I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think Ortiz is getting knocked out.
Well, it's definitely gonna be a hell of a fight, man. I think, well, if anything, he's definitely top five because you gotta understand we got the other champions in there, Parker, Wilder, and Joshua. Then Ortiz does wrap up the top five in my opinion. So definitely be a damn good fight. As far as me pick up the winner, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm on the fence on this one. I think it's 50-50 if you ask me. But let me ask Bo on this one, man, and I'll get your thoughts on that. Hey Bo, what do you
Well,
think? Go ahead.
well, speaking from a more open perspective, because of my cultural background, I refuse to go with knockout of a fellow Cuban. I just refuse to do that move right there. So me and
Uh,
DCB issues. We're gonna talk about that later though. But no, you know what? I actually made a video with Luis Ortiz then because his camp said if they didn't strip Joshua, the WBA, that they was gonna take this Wilder fight, and I'm like, okay, man, it's been 5 days, man. We ain't heard nothing from y'all. I think Wilder even put something on Facebook like, yo, man, you gonna fight or what? I'm like, yeah, you gonna fight or what, dog? You been like you was called. I mean, you've been calling out everybody, and you got to fight on people only to probably fight listen to Eddie Hearns fight and get Joshua later. Like, no, man. I'm not gonna let you do that. You said you gonna fight this dude. You need to fight this guy. So I'm glad that it's finally going down and happening. There are a lot of unanswered questions about Luis Ortiz still. How will he deal with a tall heavyweight? How will he deal when he's hard? How will he deal? So there's still a lot of unanswered questions. The one thing we know about Wilder is you could outskill him, but at the end of the day, he got that big equalizer that ends all shows. So it's gonna be interesting to see, man. I'm with you. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't, and excuse my language. I don't give a fuck about age. I don't give a fuck about how long he ain't fought. When you sign that contract and you step in that ring, I will not accept no excuses from nobody. If Wilder wins, he beat a top heavyweight that neither Joshua or Klitschko wanted to fight. Wilder lose, he lost to a top heavyweight. Bottom line.
Yeah, man, I have to agree with you right there, man. I really do have to agree. But the thing is, too, on to Luis's, I was going to point out to Luis Ortiz, man, he hasn't really been so impressive in his last few fights. And I pointed that out on top of the broadcast. And I said, look, well, part of the live stream. I said, the thing is that style makes fights. Is that when you build up your resume, yeah, you're going to look good against subpar opposition. But once we put you in the ring against better competition, but hey, give him credit for the Brian Jennings fight. He looked good in that fight, even though he did struggle early on. But anyways, when you fight, better competition, mid-level to top-tier competition, then your skills will, then your natural ability comes into play. Will it outlast those top-tier opponents? So that's why I'm 50-50 here, because the thing is that Luis Ortiz does find ways to win, though. Against, I'm not saying guys like Dave Allen is a top-tier opponent, but he definitely had a style that could be very bothersome. If you look at the Dillian White's fight, how Dave Allen performed against Dillian White. Then you have Malik Scott. We all know how his style is very tricky and very annoying and bothersome, in his past fights. So the thing is that, to this point though, I think this is the first fight that Luis Ortiz has ever given up his height. So he definitely is going to be. Well, actually, no. This is the second fight. He fought Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson is that version of Tony Thompson. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, come on, that man's like 100 years old. Come on now,
yeah,
Dad.
I know. I'm just saying. But this time he's fighting a guy who's in his prime, who's got the power, who's got the reach, who's got a very athletic ability, who can box, if he wants to. So definitely gonna be. What's up, bro?
Because that's what he'll have to do. See, Luis Ortiz. If you go back and look at Tony Thompson, even if you look at Brian Jennings, Luis Ortiz requires you coming at him. He don't like coming at you. That's why when Malik Scott was moving, he stood there, put his hands up like, yo, dog, you gonna fight or what? Because he needs you to come at him. Luis Ortiz don't like having to come at you, which is what Wilder needs to do. He needs to maintain that space and distance and use them long arms of his.
Yeah, I agree. Whatever he does, the thing about Ortiz is that Cuban style, as you mentioned, man, it's very tricky and awkward and very dangerous style. We see how, Arizona Lara and Guillermo Regadal utilize it to perfection. So definitely go. That's why I'm saying again, man, I have to repeat myself. This is a 50-50 fight. I can't pick a winner on this one. All I can say is they the best man win. They're both going to get credit one way or the other. That's just the way I see it. But I'm just happy this fight got made. So now all the naysayers should just say, okay, you know what? The fight's done. Let's see the best man win. I don't want to hear anybody trying to take credit from one or the other. If Wilder wins, please give the man credit, okay? Criticizing him is one thing, but definitely you got to give him credit for, if he wins the fight, you got to give him credit for it. That's all that needs to be said here. Same thing with Ortiz.
Oh, yeah.
So
I do want to get into the stylistic breakdown a little bit. I want to kind of give my 2 cents in regards to that. Ortiz is a monster, in my opinion, man. But, what is it? Bo is it? That's the name? Yeah. The thing that I noticed is the same thing that he said. Even if you go back to the Brian Jennings fight, I put a lot of money in that fight, but that's for a different discussion. Yeah, I picked Luis Ortiz to win by knockout, actually. The thing about Ortiz that surprised me is that he needs that, I guess you could call it mid to long range, depending on how you look at it, and he needs you to come forward. If you get inside of that, while he does have sneaky body shots that he can get in there, on the inside, he struggles a bit. On the, if you're moving like we saw in the Malik Scott, you can actually counter him with the right hand. He gets a little bit impatient. Maybe because it was against somebody who's not dangerous like Malik Scott, but Luis Ortiz can be hit. He doesn't show, aside from that counter left hand, he doesn't really show too much head movement. And the thing that's dangerous about Luis Ortiz, he commits to a lot of his punches. He's very sharp, he's very accurate, but he commits to his punches. That's very dangerous against Wilder, because one thing a lot of people miss about Wilder, he almost always knocks out dudes while they're committing to their punches. Almost always. He's weird. I was talking about it earlier, where Wilder almost reminds me of Marcus Maidana in a different way where their awkwardness works for them. Wilder can be hit. He can be sloppy at times, and he lulls guys to sleep. He gives them a false sense of security. And I think with Luis Ortiz, that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, I know it's kind of like normally with normal guys, I don't like to, say, okay, eventually he's going to knock him out because it's really hard to predict fights where a guy's pretty much waiting for a knockout. But Wilder, like, that's who he is. Like, that's his entire style. And the thing is that with certain fights who they weren't the best opposition, he's gotten so comfortable and he's gotten so good at it, it's almost scary. Even a guy like Swift, who was doing well, and the thing that like I really noticed about the Wilder fight was when he was struggling, but he never panicked. He never looked impatient compared to especially how he looked like 20 fights in when he was looking like shit. He wasn't impatient. He wasn't bothered. He was very relaxed. Same thing in the Gerald Washington fight. When Gerald Washington was up on a couple of rounds, he never got impatient. It's like he knows, and in a way, he kind of relies on his power too much, but it's bailed him out every time. And in this fight, because Ortiz, I don't think he has the best defense aside from that counter left hand. I think he's gonna get caught and put to sleep, man. I think he's gonna take a guy like a Tyson Fury, old Tyson Fury. I think that's the type of guy that can make Wilder pay for pretty much, looking for that one-punch knockout. I don't think Ortiz is that guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point, man. I was going to say to Luis Ortiz, I may have, you may have said this already, but I was going to say Ortiz can be over-aggressive sometimes, and that could play into Wilder's game right there. That's the one thing Luis Ortiz is going to have to learn is like you got to stop. You can't be too over-aggressive, especially you fighting guys like Wilder. I mean, especially if you're at this stage of your career now. You got to learn to be patient. You got to learn to pick your shots because I saw in that Malik Scott fight, he was getting very frustrating. So he's got to, you can't do that with Wilder, okay? Because Malik Scott is not a power punching guy. He doesn't have that concussive power. So definitely, like I said, definitely going to be a great test for the both of them. Hey, you got me thinking, man, about about my stance on this. So I mean, but still though, I gotta, like I said, this is a heavyweight bout. Anything can happen. So definitely gonna be a good heavyweight bout. I can't, I'm looking forward to it. So it's about 2 months away. So we got time, to start prepping up for this fight, start promoting it the right way, and I think it will. So may the best man win again. So other than that, Bo, you chime in and say something about this?
Yeah, well, I do got a question though. Bo, I do got a question. Who do you think is gonna get there first though? As in, who do you think is gonna be able to establish their money punch first? Who's gonna be able to actually get there first with what they're trying to do?
I think the person that's going to be able to establish their money punch first is going to be Deontay. I think what Luis Ortiz is going to try to do is overwhelm Deontay with his skill set. Say what you want to say about Deontay. He only got one time with the hard punch, and I believe that was Eric Molina. He got him one time with a hard punch. The thing about Deontay too is he believes in himself like nothing I've ever seen from a guy who don't have the highest amount of skill set. He, like you said, in the Duhopkins fight, when his eye was swollen, and Duhopkins was taking all of his shots, but he never doubted himself. He kept throwing it. Same thing in the Eric Molina fight. Same thing in the Spilka fight. He believed in himself. And on top of having the power, on top of having the conditioning, because my biggest concern for Luis Ortiz is his conditioning. Even in that Malik Scott fight, I'm getting tired a little bit. And speaking as a fellow half Cubano, I can tell you that birth certificate is a lie. So he might be a little...
damn.
That birth certificate is a lie. He might be a little bit older than what he's telling us because if you look at the Ortiz that fought Brian Jennings and look at the Ortiz that fought Malik Scott and even David Allen, he looked like in just those two fights. And he's been out for a long time after Wilder just recently fought earlier this year. So, he might be a little bit sharper. My thing for Wilder is don't try to run over Ortiz right away because Ortiz is going to come out. He's going to try to establish his skill set because he knows you're lacking in that. And that's where the mistake can be. Like you mentioned in the Malik Scott fight, when Ortiz was trying to get to Malik Scott, he had his head too far over his chin. And that's why he was getting caught. Over his knee. He had his chin too far over his knee. And that's why Malik Scott was catching him a couple of times. Okay, if Wilder does that, it's night-night. But on the aspect on Wilder's side, Wilder can't buy into this is the most skillful fighter I'm fighting. You can't buy into that because if he buys into that, he goes in this fight differently. He has to go in this fight the same way he's approached every fight. I might lose a round, I might lose two, but I have the ability to change things very early. And that's when he has to go. Like, neither guy can be too anxious to try to get at the other guy. That's where the mistake will come. That's where one guy capitalizes and one guy might not, in my opinion. I mean, it could be a situation of like you said, styles make fights. If I'm Deontay Wilder, I'm gonna go to Luis Ortiz's body. That's the first thing I'm hitting him in. I'm gonna test that body. It's not the most muscular body, and he does get tired. I'm gonna test that body. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm show me that you are 37 and not almost 50 like some people believe. I'm gonna hit that body. I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna give you some jabs. I'm Luis Ortiz. I'm gonna come at Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna try to give you some doubt. I'm gonna try to show you why I'm the most feared, skillful man in there. So I'm with you. It's 50-50. But like I said, I'm not taking until somebody's hand is raised. I just can't do it, man. I got too much conflict going on in my body right now, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Hey,
One thing.
hey, Dan.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
man.
Dan.
I was going to say the
Oh, no,
one thing. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask real quick because I was curious about it. What y'all think about Wilder and the injuries to his right hand and really his right arm right now, because that's something else has been plaguing him too, which could happen in the fight. I mean, we all don't want him to get injured throughout the fight, but what y'all think about the likelihood of him actually re-injuring that hand? Because I mean, within the past since 2015, he's injured it. We're on 3 times now. He injured it versus Romain Severn, injured it versus Areola. My bad. We're at twice. In regards to him like needing surgery and actually having to fix that. So what do you think about the likelihood of him possibly hurting his hand in this fight?
It's possible, man, because he's had that problem before he's rose up in the rankings. So it goes all the way back to his prospecting days. So it's possible. The only thing is that he just puts too much leverage in that shot, which damages it. And he also has to understand now that when you're in the heavyweight ranks, these guys can absorb punches a lot better than the guys in the lower, guys who are coming up in weight, like light heavyweights or cruiserweights, whatnot. So, I mean, it's a possibility. So what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to fight in spurts rather than try to get the guy out early. So, it'd be best to go to the body to soften up Luis Ortiz, as Bo says, because that will take less pressure off his hand. It'll numb Luis Ortiz's legs once he targets the body, and that'd be easier to get him out of there rather than trying to focus on hitting him on the top of the head, which you can easily break your hand from doing. So it's a possibility, man. It's a possibility, but we won't know until we see what type of tactics that Deontay employs in going into this fight. So, I mean, I hope he does employ the same tactics like he did against Severn, rather than trying to come forward and pressure. Just stay from the outside, keep your distance, keep him at the end of your jab, and get him guessing. Because the one thing about Ortiz, what I was going to say, is that Ortiz is very dangerous in inside fighting. They do know how to throw combinations in the inside. I mean, he should, I hope Deontay observed that Brian Jennings fight, because that's exactly what happened to Brian Jennings, where he tried to trade with him in the inside, which is a very dangerous thing to do. So that would be something I would implore Deontay to do. Now, as far as Luis Ortiz is concerned, definitely try to get inside. Try to give Wilder some angles, confuse him like Spilka did as a southpaw. So definitely do that right there.
I think Deontay Wilder has to stop trying to punch through the target and just hit the target. That's why he's hurting his hand so much. He's trying to punch through. Just hit the target. That's all you got to do. Hit the target. And then once the opportunity strikes itself, or you see an opening, then you punch through it. But I think that's the problem. Like, and I know that one particular person gonna hit his name and he's gonna kick his TV. But if you watch when Andre Ward fought Kovalev, he only threw that right hand hard when the opportunity presented itself. That's when he wanted to punch through the target. Outside of that, you just try to hit the target. That's what Wilder needs to start doing. Just hit the target, because this is a top, like you said, this is a top heavyweight. Now, although we don't know what his chin is like, but if there's a possibility he can take it, what you don't want is Luis Ortiz to get hit hard, takes the punch, and then says to himself, "Oh, I can take this." Now you got another fight on your hands. So just hit the target. But I think, like you said, on Ortiz's side, Ortiz have to take advantage of the fact that sometimes Deontay Wilder, he doesn't have an inside game, and Deontay Wilder, sometimes when his back foot hit the ropes, he automatically covers up. That's when Ortiz will have to take advantage of that. Right. And because Deontay don't have an inside game, and Deontay won't slip or slide off the ropes. He'll wait for you to stop punching. He don't necessarily try to grab you either. So Ortiz should definitely, if Deontay Wilder hits those ropes, you jump on him, you put your weight on him, you make him carry your weight and his weight. That's how you're going to tire him out, because being 220 pounds and being 250 pounds, Deontay has don't get as tired as lean muscle. As to where muscle mass requires oxygen. That's why Ortiz gets tired.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, I'm gonna go to the comment section here. Honda Fan 76, aka Wing King 76. Shout out to the brother right there. He said that Wilder isn't a good body puncher. Well, I mean, we don't know that yet, because as you know, as I recall, people said that Wilder couldn't box when he fought Severn, and we saw that he displayed pretty good boxing skills. So we haven't really seen Deontay really fight inside. I mean, we did see him trade a little bit against Johan Duapas. Yeah, Duapas, yeah. So I mean, he was able to trade inside with him pretty well. So we'll see, man. We'll see what type of tactics that Wilder will display against Ortiz. I think he would. I think he will try to trade with him in the inside, but I advise against it, because that's a very dangerous thing to do against Ortiz. So yeah, hey, what's up, a Ticket? Hey, what's up, brother? Ticket TV, man. He said, "Bomb Squad."
Ticket TV, yeah. He's been following for quite some time.
Yeah, Ticket's cool. I'm gonna ask Ticket. Hey, Ticket, let me know if you want to link, man, to the hangout, man. If you could jump on, man. Let me know if you want to come in. But yeah, man. So basically, yeah. As far as Wilder not being a good body puncher, yeah. So let me send Ticket a link, see if he wants to come on. But yeah, man. We don't know for sure, man. We don't know for sure. But we'll see if Deontay can employ those tactics. But again, I advise against it. That's just my saying on it.
I advise against it too. I mean, the only way you would go to the body is if it's off of a counter or something, or you're jabbing at the body. Because to get the Luis Ortiz body, you have to take yourself into the eye of the storm. And like we said, we know if you get too close to Ortiz, that's his game. I think DCB mentioned it. That mid-range game, that's his game, man. That's what he wants.
Right. And one thing about Ortiz I was going to say, too, is that he keeps his hands extremely low most of the time. That plays into Wilder's game, man. You can't keep your hands low against a guy like that. So you got to keep his high guard, keep up a high guard, and then try to, move some, use your angles like you usually do in your Cuban style of fighting. And show some head movement, like you said. Usually Ortiz doesn't really show that much head movement. He's going to have to start employing that. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We're very looking forward to this fight. November 4th. I wish it could come sooner rather than later, but and you know what's funny though? I want to ask you guys your take on this, because I know it's been 5-6 days after Joshua-PULEV got announced. Is it me, or did both camps, whoever the camps were, did they deliberately wait until after Joshua-PULEV got through their press conference and got through the first media first round of promoting this fight? Because it seems to me after that press conference, all of a sudden this fight gets announced.
Yeah, I think Luis Ortiz and Kent, once they saw their press conference, realized, okay, it's real. It's going down. The WBA is not going to strip him. So we might want to go ahead on and fight Wilder, like we said. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, because, like we said, Wilder did what he was supposed to do. He cleared up. He cleared up everything to make the fight. It was just a matter of waiting on Ortiz and his team to see what they wanted to do.
Right. Hey, what up, Ticket, man?
Bomb Squad!
Hey, what happened, brother? What do you think about the fight, man, being announced, dude?
Man, listen, you already know that puts a lot of this talk to bed. So now we can sit here and break down this fight, which I don't think is too hard to do, because I think that Deontay Wilder is going to get Luis Ortiz up out of there in 5 or 6 rounds. I think.
Oh, man, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me over here with that, man. Y'all killing me over here with that, man.
No, I'm square. I'm square business about that. And whoever said that Luis Ortiz needs to keep his high guard up, you ain't never lied about that, because you know know that.
I know, Bo, you got something to say about that, brother?
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me get in, though. I wanted to respond to somebody about the body shot, man. Freaking my girl kept calling me. I want to respond to that about the whole body shot thing, man. Look, right, Wilder, the whole thing about Wilder not being a good body puncher, he doesn't go to the body But I'll never forget the Gerald Washington fight because he threw like literally like 2 or 3 right hands in the fight. He hit Gerald Washington one time to the body. Mind you, we know Gerald Washington, he does have a weak heart. This man, whole facial expression, everything, his soul changed, man. He got hit one time to the body with a right hand, and Gerald Washington looked like he got the life taken out of him. So we know how hard Wilder hits. So if he chooses to go to the body, we know he can. Because I remember we all never thought Mikey Garcia was a body puncher. But when he fought Broner and he chose to go there, because really the whole thing about being a body puncher is like whether or not you want to go there, whether or not you want to make that conviction. If Wilder chooses to go to the body, man, he's going to get Luis Ortiz out of there. He's going to get him out of there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to be a whole lot sooner, too, because he's going to take Luis Ortiz's soul out of his body, man.
Yes.
Y'all are killing me. Y'all are killing me. I listen. Just say Wilder gonna win. Can we just say he gonna win, man?
Hey, look. Hey, DCB. Hey, Dan the man.
What's up, man?
Talk too much. Deontay Wilder might make it too.
What's up?
If Luis Ortiz talk too much, Deontay Wilder might get him out of there too.
I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Ayúdenme, Dios, por favor, ayúdenme, Dios, porque aquí solamente hablando con las personas.
Nah, man.
Hey, no,
If Wilder get Ortiz out of there in 2 rounds, we're not getting a Joshua fight. I'm telling you that shit right now, man. That shit ain't gonna happen, man.
Hey, answer this question. In Luis Ortiz's last 3 or 4 fights, when has he actually shown true patience in the fight, man? So, hey, listen, he didn't look good in his last fight, man. He looks like that against Deontay Wilder. He going to sleep early.
well,
CB, Deontay Wilder was not looking good at all in those first few rounds against Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington was outboxing Wilder and everything, but Wilder was, in my opinion, setting him up, allowing him to get comfortable. And as soon as he made one mistake, boom, lights out, fight is over with. When did that end? In the 5th or 6th round?
Nah, it was like in the 4th round.
No, I'm talking about against Washington.
In the Washington fight. Was it in the
Wilder Washington? I thought that was like. I thought that was the 6th round or something like that.
no,
Yeah,
What's it?
it was a 5th round, actually. It was 5th round. It ended in 5 rounds. 5 rounds.
Okay.
What you think will happen when Luis Ortiz gets frustrated if Wilder does go to the body a little bit early? And like DCB said, he doesn't go to the body a lot. So if I'm Wilder, I try and change things up a little bit because I agree with whoever said that they think Ortiz should come in with the high guard. I agree with him because Deontay Wilder's going to be head hunting early. If I'm Luis Ortiz, I come with the high guard. The thing is this, Deontay Wilder doesn't want to let Luis Ortiz be able to tee off on him early because Luis Ortiz does have power to where he can hurt Deontay Wilder too.
Oh yeah, Ortiz can knock Wilder out, man. Like Ortiz, to me, Ortiz got top power. He can knock anybody out if he catch him. So if Wilder goes in there reckless, man, Ortiz could lay him out, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Dan the man.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
And that's Dan the man. That's the reason why your boy Anthony Joshua did not want to fight Luis Ortiz right now. That was too dangerous of a fight coming off the Klitschko fight where he made a lot of mistakes in that fight. And I think he's fighting Pulev so that he can work on a few things that he's practiced and trained on since that fight with Klitschko. He couldn't take that risk against Ortiz. I don't think they fought Ortiz right now.
That's kind of always been my opinion. I always felt as if like Luis Ortiz stylistically is a tougher match for Joshua than it is for Wilder. You know what I'm saying? I think Joshua would do better versus Wilder than Luis Ortiz because again, Ortiz doesn't like movement. Joshua's not gonna give him any movement. He's gonna come in a straight line. And Joshua, while he can move his head, it gets a little bit lackadaisical at times, man. And Luis Ortiz, I mean, he's waiting for that left hand. I think he's gonna just catch Joshua walking straight into it. So I think the Ortiz matchup is a way tougher matchup for Joshua than it is for Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point, but I want to answer Ticket's question, man. Hey, I mean, look, here's the thing, man. I like Anthony Joshua. He's one of my favorite heavyweights. You guys know that, man. And I would love to see him fight Ortiz, but I'd rather see Wilder fight Ortiz rather than Joshua because I think Wilder needs this fight more than anybody else, in my opinion. I think he should get Ortiz before Joshua, in my opinion. And this is the reason why I say this, man, because this fight has been talked about for a long while now between Ortiz and Wilder. We all know that, right? So now that we have the chance to make it happen, I think we should be going for this more than often. As far as this Joshua, this whole mandatory situation is concerned, yes, it was confusing because we all learned that the WBA mandatory came before the IBF because Gilton Mendoza, the WBA president, said this himself. So the thing with this situation is that it was so complex. I was like, look, fuck it, man. Both these guys, Joshua Wilder, come together and make the fight happen. Do what Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev do, right? Come with a 2-fight deal. Then you guys meet later on next year. I'm cool with that, as long as you guys have something in agreement that you will fight next year. But the bottom, yeah, what's up, man? Go ahead, man.
I said yesterday in the video, and the UK guys came in the comment section and called me crazy. I had to erase half of it. They came disrespectful. They called me crazy. I said, why is it that you can't do the same type of contract that Andre Ward did with Sergey Kovalev? They said you're going to fight this guy after your next 2 fights. Because what I think is going to happen is I think that Joshua's going to fight Pulev. Right? He's probably going to get a fight with Joseph Parker. Then after the Joseph Parker fight, who knows if Tyson Fury's going to try to get back in the game, if he's going to get his license back and get back in the game by that time. Tyson Fury's talking about coming back in. So I can see Joshua trying to go after Fury before he fights Deontay Wilder. So he pushes Wilder back even more. This is the reason why I wanted this fight now, man. I just want these guys at the top of their game. No excuses. I don't want nobody to say somebody looked bad, somebody didn't have a great performance to fight before. I don't want any excuses, man. I just want to see both of these guys at their best, bro.
Yeah, I hear you, dog. I hear you on that. Real talk. I really do. And trust me, I want that unification fight happen now rather than later. But at the same time, you got to look at the compromising situation. Say, you know what? If it's not going to happen right now, it's not going to happen right now. But if they do draft an agreement where they get to meet later down the road, get their interim fights out the way, like Ward and Kovalev did, and many other fighters did in the past, I'm all for that. I'm cool with that. But anybody goes against that, I'm like, well, wait a minute. Don't you want to see the fight? They're going to fight. It's just that they're going to get their interim fights in between. They agreed on that. So there should be no problem there. You know what I mean? So
to answer your question, man, or actually to make a reply towards your statement, that dumped Deontay Wilder. You said Deontay Wilder needs this fight. But really, listen, we got to see if Luis Ortiz is going to pass the test. Because we can get all the way up to a week before the fight. And this dude don't pass the test, potentially. I mean, he does have a history. So yeah. You got to think of all the guys that we got up for. The Povetkin fight, we was up for Tyson Fury. Drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Or they got scared and backed out, didn't want to fight.
Right. I hear what you're saying, dog. And trust me, Povetkin, yeah, it pissed me off how that Povetkin situation played out. And I don't blame Deontay for that. No. Yeah, that's not his fault. I totally agree with that.
But Dan, though, like I kind of feel where Tick is coming from on this, because the whole thing about this whole building the fight, man. Too much shit to happen with this whole building the fight, because remember they were quote unquote building Povetkin, because Wilder was taking guys on like dual pass to get ready for Povetkin. Now that fight falls through, all those fights look dumb as hell. Remember they were building a fight with Tyson Fury. Now that shit fell through. Now like Wilder out here fighting Spilka. Now that shit now he looks dumb. So I'm tired of the whole building a fight. Like they could fight next after Pulev and Ortiz, they can fight next. Why wait? Like, why even have these interim fights? Fuck all that.
I hear y'all, dog. Next. I totally get y'all on that. Trust me, I've been arguing for that for a long time too, man. But like I'm telling y'all, I've seen it happen to Ward and Kovalev. We were able to wait for that one to happen. We got that fight. Everybody, those two guys got their interim fights out of the way, and they met. Everybody was happy. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, if they can happen, if they want it to happen next, I agree. If they want it now, they can happen right now. But the problem is that again, they want these because Anthony Joshua got these mandatory situations he's got to take care of. So
no, he got one mandatory right now. Right now, he has one. Right, Pulev that he's fighting.
True.
Wilder's taking care of the other one. So we're good. We're scot free now. There's no more hold up. Like there's no more hold up. Like we're good. We can make this shit happen next year.
That's a good point. But what I was going to say is, but the WNBA hasn't said that his WNBA mandatory has to be on the line for fighting Wilder. So if he does lose, he can still keep that status. So that's a tricky part about this.
That's some fuckery, though.
I know. That's the thing.
That'd be some straight fuckery.
But yeah, like I said, I'm with y'all on this one, fellas. I'm with y'all with this. I'm looking at it from go ahead, man. Go ahead, Tiki. Go ahead, bro.
Did you say Luis Ortiz gets flatlined by Deontay Wilder, he still can be the mandatory for WBA belt for Joshua?
Yep.
Oh, well, Joshua ain't fight. He ain't fight. He ain't look. I'll put this on anything. He ain't fighting for Deontay Wilder no time before next summer. If that's the case, I don't care if Deontay Wilder flatlines Luis Ortiz. He gonna fight Luis Ortiz after he fight Pulev, or he gonna fight Joseph Parker. Mark my words, man. What should I tell you, man? They gonna avoid Deontay Wilder, man. Eddie Hearn is not stupid, man. Eddie Hearn know what time it is. He gonna avoid Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
He remembers Kel. He don't want that again in the UK.
Well, hey, yo, check it out. We
Yes, right.
Why would he scare me like that?
I'm here on the phone.
the
go ahead.
winner.
Scare me.
Mhm.
Come with me, baby.
On the phone.
Yeah, go ahead, Bo. Go ahead, Bo. I'm sorry, man. Hey, these be
Supposedly the winner of Stavern and Dominic Brazzelli is going to be a mandatory for Deontay Wilder.
that is true.
Fight.
That is true.
Man, WBC will put that shit aside for money, man. WBC, they cool, man. They'll put aside for unification. We ain't gotta worry about those bums, man.
If Brazzelli win, yeah. But if Stavern win, he might be, you know what I'm saying, he might try to play the asshole card again.
Yeah.
Who cares? I know anybody gonna worry about Brazil, but he like Joshua, like if it's gonna be Wilder, Joshua, he gonna get a fat ass fade. He gonna be alright, dog. That step aside money gonna be fat, man. He'll be okay, dude.
Hey, but here, I was going to say something. I'm going to say something real quickly, dog. In all fairness to Eddie Hearn, man, he did say on the interview that he is going to get that Deontay Wilder fight made. It will happen next year. And Eddie Hearn does have a good reputation of getting fights done, man. I'll trust Eddie on this one. If he does fuck up, I will come after him. So that's all I got to say. Yes, go ahead, brother.
Oh boy, but I gotta refute you. On that. Eddie Hearn is a known liar, and he's a guy who's trying to kill fights. Prime example, the Kell Brook Earl Spence fight. He tried everything in his power to talk Kell Brook into going up and ducking Earl Spence. If Kell Brook didn't have heart, we wouldn't have got that fight. Earl had to fight some bum to get that strap, and he would have never got credit. Luckily, Kell Brook had heart enough to take the fight. He's not going to listen. He just lied to Luis Ortiz. They promised Luis Ortiz that if he took the step aside money and let them fight Klitschko, these bums tried to fight a dude that just knocked out again in a rematch. What fighter you know wants to fight another guy again after you just KO'd him in a rematch? I don't care if it's about money or what. Okay, so Klitschko retires. Then what happens? Then you got Ortiz saying, okay, it was my turn. I waited. You know what I'm saying? I stepped aside like we agreed to. The WBA said they was going to strip you.
Right.
No, and it's up to a strip again. So what does he want to do? I'm seeing he doesn't want Deontay Wilder to have no kind of leverage to be able to say or demand a fight with Anthony Joshua. That's why he doesn't want Luis Ortiz to fight the guy. That's why he's doing the thing. He's trying to pull a last-hour move. Tell Luis Ortiz, listen, don't fight him. Wait, we'll fight you. But Luis Ortiz ain't stupid. Eddie Hearn already lied to you before. This guy's a known liar, man. He's not going to put his – Anthony Joshua was the last real big thing he's got right now. Trust what I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn did come out and say that. He did also come out. I remember like a while ago, he came out and said that they offered Errol Spence a fight, but Errol Spence ain't wanted. He wasn't ready, some shit like that. And Errol Spence's team came out and denied that. And then Eddie Hearn was like, yeah, kind of like my B, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much admitted he made this shit up. So yeah, Eddie Hearn, yeah, he lies. He lies.
Yeah, you know what? But the truth is, no promoter is perfect. I get that. Yeah, you're right about that whole the Earl Smith situation with Kell Brook. You are right about that, right there, and the Luis Ortiz, because I do recall that there was when Luis Ortiz did sign with Matchroom on a fight-to-fight basis, he was promised that fight with Joshua and didn't get it, and that's why he left. Mm-hmm. So that was something I heard too. So I mean, you could be right there, but you know, I mean, look, here's the thing: if Wilder if Wilder and the team have already agreed, which I think they've already done with Eddie Hearn preliminary to this deal, then cool. I think they've already done it all. What's up, man?
Hearn was trying to stop the deal. They ain't agreed nothing with Eddie Hearn. Did you hear the interview on IFL TV? Eddie Hearn looked like he was depressed going down. Listen. They don't want to fight Wilder, man. They're saying this. Watch what I tell you, bro. They don't want to fight Wilder. Did you hear the Anthony Joshua interview when he says, "Oh, you know, if I put my foot on it, you know, maybe we can make the fight at the next." Oh, but it'll happen whether it's now or later. Nah, when somebody's talking like that, he don't want that fight, man. Trust me when I'm saying. You want to fight? You want to fight somebody? You do what Andre Ward did with Kovalev. You sign that contract and say, listen, after these 2 fights, I'm gonna fight you. Simple as that. We ain't gotta do no more beating around the bush, man. Those guys are liars, man. They're afraid. Eddie Hearn's afraid of the same scene. He's afraid that his boys will get laid out because that fight's gonna be.
Yeah, I hear
He's
you.
afraid.
Nah, but take it to defend Joshua though. I think Joshua pride, like Kell Brook pride, is gonna kick in, man. I don't think Joshua's gonna not allow himself to fight Wilder next year. I don't trust Eddie Hearn, but I think I don't think no way he's gonna allow people to if Wilder because once Wilder gets Ortiz out the way, and let's just say he gets Vern out the way too, Joshua gets Parker out the way, there's no one left. Like all those other second tier guys ain't really shit. Like no offense to them, but they ain't really shit compared to these dudes. So there's nowhere to go. There's no way that he can justify not fighting Wilder. I don't see if Joshua's gonna blatantly duck Wilder. I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that either. That's my whole point. I don't see that either. But just to be fair, though, I mean, I could be wrong, but when they first signed that Showtime deal 2 years ago, I'm sorry, when Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they signed, Showtime signed Anthony Joshua 2 years ago. They said the whole purpose of that deal was to get that Wilder fight penciled in. So that was part of the deal. You signed this deal. Showtime promised. You promised us. Showtime said you gotta promise us a Deontay Wilder fight, and they signed on that. So once they sign on that dotted line, they will deliver that fight. The question is when. I see what you're coming from, man, but that was part of the deal.
I say 2020.
2020? I think it'll happen next year, dog.
No, I think it's I think it gotta happen next year.
I think it's next year.
He's gonna fight Joseph Parker. Then your boy Tyson Fury's gonna make a comeback. He's gonna fight Fury. Then all of a sudden he's gonna have another mandatory that comes up. He's gonna fight his mandatory. Then in 2019, he's gonna get around and trying to fight Deontay Wilder. I'm trying to tell y'all what they're gonna do, man. Them dudes don't want no smoke, man.
Well, Joseph Parker ain't trying to fight nobody though. Joseph Parker talking about fighting Brian Jennings next, and who the fuck is what he's talking about? What's that dude name? The dude that was trying to fight Tony Bellew. Joseph Parker ain't trying to fight nobody, man. Come on now.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you somebody else he might try to fight. David Hayes. David Hayes calling him out. He might try to fight David Hayes.
That's a big money fight, though. That's a big money fight.
But let me just say this, y'all. Let me just say this. There's gonna be I think there's a lot of potential heavyweight fights that's gonna happen one way or the other, man. I mean, it may not be the ideal matchup, from what we want to see, but they still good fights either way if you think about it. And what I was just gonna say, let me get to the comment section real quick, y'all, before I get my thoughts. All right, low place. Oh shit. Yeah.
Man, fuck low place, dog.
I knew this dude was gonna come in here. All right,
fuck him, dog. Skip that dude. Skip that comment, dog. That retard don't deserve no attention. Tell that motherfucker to go back to school, dog. Fuck out of here.
All right. Yeah, he be talking a lot of shit though, man. But hey. This
ain't paying attention. Ain't nobody paying attention to that fuck boy, dog.
All right, Ticket, go ahead and say something, brother. You still want to say something, man?
Get that come out of here, man. That bum low place. That clown came to my channel running his mouth, and he got blocked. He got Matumbo. Don't come to my channel.
All right, y'all. All right, yeah. I ain't gonna read his comments. But Bo, did you want to say something, brother?
He's a clown. That's what he is.
Hey, but anyways, let's move on to something else. Pulev came out and said that he's terrified of the Joshua fight. What y'all think about that comment?
Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all that Pulev ain't shit for a minute now, dog. The moment, cause I didn't know the whole story. The moment I find out, what up? What up?
What up, Bob? Yo.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, man, cause at first I thought Pulev was a decent heavyweight. I heard of him. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He been doing this thing. And then I heard Joshua offering the fight, and he turned it down. I'm like, he turned it down. I mean, he turned down the fight to go with Joshua. And then I started to do more investigating. I'm like, oh, yo, who the fuck is Pulev? Then I started watching his fights. I'm like, yo, this nigga's trash, huh? Like Pulev is right. People keep bringing his name, and I'm watching him fight, and I'm like, let me not say trash. He's okay. Nothing special, not fast, doesn't hit hard, not really exceptional movement like a Tyson Fury. He does everything okay. He's cool. You know what I mean? Like he's like, you know what I mean? Like dude, he's like the definition of average to me. I'm sorry, y'all. He's like the definition of average, and he's scared of Joshua. So I'm like, why are we even talking about this bum, dog? Go ahead, man.
Danny, man, y'all tell the truth. Y'all seen that press conference with him and Anthony Joshua. All you saw was scared all over his face, man. I don't want to see that fight, man. That's going to be a St. Valentine's Day massacre, man. I'm telling you right now, if he thought so, Anthony Joshua was just going to go ahead and bury what is ever left of him, man. Because this is just a game. And I'm telling you guys, man, if Deontay Wilder, I'm telling y'all the truth, Deontay Wilder fought the same guy. If he was to duck Luis Ortiz and fight the same guy,
yeah,
they would rank him under the coast. I'm trying to tell you right now, they would come up with every name in the book to call Deontay Wilder. Had Deontay Wilder would have fought Klitschko off a loss in a 1-year layoff, they would have bashed Deontay Wilder, never gave him credit. I'm telling you, man, there's a double standard in this thing, and it's just sickening, man. And Pulev, just keep it real, DCB. The dude is trash, man. You know what's going to happen. So go ahead.
Here I'll say this, y'all. Here I'll say this. Pulev is a decent fighter, but, you know, obviously, if we wanted to call this fight from realistically, I don't think this fight's going to go past 5 rounds. I don't see Pulev winning this fight. I mean, he probably will make it interesting in the first 4 rounds or so, but after that, I don't see how he could gain the respect from Anthony Joshua like Klitschko did with against Joshua. I don't see how he can give him respect. So, I mean, hey, Bo, what do you think about this, man?
Man, listen, I was spinning in my head all day because I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt as far as when he said terrified, maybe he means terrified of being in front of a crowd of 70,000 people or something like that. I'm praying he didn't just another fighter just say he's terrified to face another guy, but then come around and say, but yet I feel confident and energized. Like, what in the hell are you talking about?
He said he has a good chance. He said, like,
right, I have a good chance. No, that's not what you say. You say, listen, I'm gonna win. That's what you say. So his talk don't inspire confidence. And listen, I'm with you, man. I'm trying not to be negative to, because I don't really like putting down no cat really at all, period, unless you've earned it. But I mean, to hear him say, I need 3 to 4 months to train, it only looked like he took the fight because he probably was told, look, you don't take it now, you ain't gonna never get it. Okay, so he said, I need 3 to 4 months to train. Then he's like, I'm terrified. I'm like, come on, man. No, this dude didn't just say that, man. So it's not good. And, you know, actually, and what I hate about him even saying it is, if Anthony Joshua wins, it's going, I mean, and I know a lot of UK people hate it, it kind of takes away from the win because he fought a dude that openly admitted he was scared of him.
Exactly.
yeah.
Hey, my man just spit all facts right there, man. The boy, answer this question, Dan.
What's up, brother?
DCB, answer this question. Change his whole wavelength in less than 3 or 4 days. I mean, it was just 3 days. He was talking about he needed 3. Then all of a sudden, you know what happened? Eddie Hearn got back there, made a few phone calls, tried to make a few threats, and then all of a sudden, he just looked like he was dragged into on stage and forced to make the fight. That's what it looked like, man.
Man, this is going to be Eric Molina versus Anthony Joshua, Malik Scott versus Wilder. I mean, when a guy go in there with that much fear, they're going to lay down. He's going to look for a nice spot on the ground, and he's going to chill there. That, like, we already know what's going to happen, dog. He's going to look for a nice place to fall down, and he's going to chill there. That's it. Get his money, leave with a smile on his face, period.
You know what I think? I think what it is 2 things I've seen, man. I think he's still mentally not there after that the Klitschko fight, after he got embarrassed and badly got embarrassed by Klitschko. I think he's still mentally scarred from that fight. Number one, that was about almost 3 years ago. And number 2, I think he's having problems with his current promoter, Sauerland. So they're having some money disputes right now. So possibly the way he's behaving right now, he's not happy with them. The way they've been promoting him, the way they've been booking his fights. I mean, obviously the Kevin Keypin Johnson, you bring him out of retirement, then overweight Sam Peter, that's not going to cut it. I mean, other than that, I'll give you credit for Derek Chisora. But the thing is that
everybody beats Derek Chisora, man. Why do we keep talking about Derek Chisora? He loses to everybody.
Well,
whatever.
Derek Chisora's a tough fighter, man. He's a tough fighter.
But he loses to everybody, though, man.
Hey,
so, like, we're gonna give credit to Gabe Rosado now too. Like, man, he loses to everybody, though. He loses every big fight.
But he beat Malik Scott. We got to give him credit for that. right?
Ridley Scott ain't shit on it, huh?
All right.
Come on, man. Like, dude, he fought Wilder, laid down, fought Ortiz. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Who Ridley Scott beat? Come on, man.
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you know what?
What's the common denominator? All they all get. So I don't even know why waste some time talking about them. They all get knocked out by the top 2 guys in the division.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That Ridley Scott fight, dog. When he fought Luis Ortiz, they did an article on him when he was down in the UK. He was up in the hotel, robe on, drinking tea. He was like, "Man, this is the most comfortable lifestyle ever. I'm really enjoying this." I'm like, "What the hell is you talking about? Motherfucker, you got a fight coming up. What do you mean a lifestyle? What is this?" I knew then. I said, "Man, this dude gonna go in there. He just not gonna show me nothing."
Yeah, man. Come on, now. Man. All these second tier dudes need to fight each other, though. All these second tier, they're not that good. I don't understand like why we even play games with Dillian White. He cool too, man. He need to be fighting guys like Gerald Miller. Like, these guys need to fight each other, man. I don't understand like why these top guys wasting their time on these dudes, man. Top guys need to fight each other, and all these second tier dudes, they can go at it, and the best second tier bump, then they'll get their shot, man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, dude? I gotta get these guys out of the comment section. They started to become a little disrespectful. Hey, man, low place, man. You gotta stop that shit, dude. Come on, man. Stop this shit, man. I mean, real talk.
Block that,
Hey, low place is mad because he don't got no goddamn friends, man. He just mad he don't got no goddamn. Motherfucker be trying to be cool with everybody. Like, he's still mad because he's trying to come back and be cool with me, and I told him to fuck off, man. Look, dude, I want to be a friend, nigga. All right, get over it, man. Damn, y'all niggas be a friend. Y'all niggas piss me off, man.
his whole place because he's place. And if he keep talking, hey man, come on, man, just block his ass, damn. That's right,
man.
The dude is the Black Sean Newton.
hey, that's what the librarian called him.
I remember one time this dude got mad at me for clicking like on a comment and went off on Twitter about it. I was like,
damn, dog.
If you disagree with somebody, come respectfully, man. This guy came to my page talking all greasy. I'm like, who is this? I'm like, man, get this nigga up out of here, man. Block him, man. Like I said, if you disagree with somebody, it's okay to come respectfully, man. If you come disrespectful to me, you come disrespectful to DCB, to 7-8, to everybody, man. Come on, man. You Black Sean Newton. I'm just being honest with you. You got to go.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, let's move on. It's funny as hell, man. But let's move on this one. I mean, what else happened in the news boxing today? Hey, the pound for pound rankings list didn't get updated yet, did it?
Man, dog, like I'm tired of these rankings, dog. They're way too disrespectful to guys like Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, actually, I do have something we could talk about, man. Real quick, with PBC and HBO, they are both struggling mightily. Yeah, mightily, and I think that's kind of been a story that's been overlooked. Where HBO, they're barely doing cards anymore. Most of their fights are pay-per-view, and some of their upcoming cards are pathetic. I mean, what, Kovalev versus Shabransky? Those two bums are fighting each other now. Now you have yeah, now and then they have like, I mean, I like Linares, but he's fighting what, like Campbell? It's like, I mean, that's headlining a fight now. I mean, is that? I mean, like, come on, man. And then PBC, I mean, mind you, PBC does got some. I mean, we're getting the that triple header with Lara fighting some bum. The Charlo versus Lubin. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm actually very interested in that. Trout, I think, is gonna beat what's his name, Hurd. I think Hurd is a little bit overrated, man. Got too many flaws in his game. I think Trout wins that fight. But yeah, man. I mean, like, but other than that, it took him forever to announce the Wilder Ortiz fight. Yeah. I mean, it's like they've been slow with the fight. Danny Garcia only fought once this year. Errol Spence only fought once this year, and no dates of when they're coming back. So PBC and HBO, they're both struggling big time.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that, man. It just, obviously what it is that when you present a new product, right, particularly on the PBC side, man, and I support Al Heyman, and I've criticized him to some degree in the past, but I do give him credit for turning things around, putting down the fights that we want to see now. Give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? You can't criticize a guy forever. So, yeah, you throw a product out, you want to test it out and see how the public react to it. I know you know the terminologies is that, you know, why can people complain if it's a free product? Well, that's not exactly the case. Sometimes if you deliver a free product, you got to deliver the quality with that. And that's something that Val Heyman learned from that mistake. He corrected it. Cool. But now he understands if you're going to throw a free product out there, make sure it has a quality, like he started with Thurman and Porter. That was a good start right there. Garcia and, not Garcia, well, let's say Thurman and Guerrero. That was a good start too. So basically, if you deliver the quality, then people will be more receptive to it. Now, as far as HBO, I mean, they had some good quality here and there, but the thing is that I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what their marketing scheme is, man. It doesn't make sense to me. What's up, man?
Dan,
Yeah, what's
first
up?
of all, I'm gonna tell you what I think the problem is right now. Still, guys like Danny Garcia, they still want to buck the system. When you got guys like Danny Angel Garcia still wants Danny to fight bums and get paid. That's the problem. That's why a lot of these Al Heyman wants to make can't be made, because these clowns don't want to fight each other. They want to keep fighting bums and get payday. That's why you see Sean Porter, he don't want no work. Earl Spence. Why is Kenny Porter always, you know what I'm saying, blowing that off? This guy has a belt. I know you got issues with the IBF from before when Kell Brook had y'all situation, different situation. Now you're talking about two American fighters to be a mega fight. They still talking about Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wants to fight somewhere in a different country, sparring in the street. Then you talk about back to the Shabransky guy on the other field. It's the same guy they saying that they could beat Andre Ward. Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's a good, you know, that the Angel Garcia comment, man. Yeah, I could get over that. Why take a day to this fight where you could make a lot of money fighting the Raw Stalkers of the world?
Yeah,
I remember
man.
that comment, dude. I was like, oh man, that ain't gonna fly with me. All right, man. Let me see. Well, let me get back to the comment section here. Let's see here. Hey, Honda fan, he brought up a good, interesting question here. He said, do you think Deontay Wilder need a new trainer, like work with Virgil Hunter?
Nah, man. Nah. The dude who he's been with has got him in every fight, has kept him calm. He looks, again, like Bo was talking about, he's very confident when he's fighting, and he finds a way to win. When he fought Severn, at the time, everybody forget it was a 50-50 fight. He showed us something new in that fight, and I think versus Luis Ortiz, we're gonna see something new. Y'all remember how everybody used to say Wilder's a one-handed fighter? He beat Arreola with one arm. Now I get it, Chris Arreola ain't shit. I'm not trying to say that, but he stopped him with the remember, he's only a right-handed fighter. He stopped him with only using his left hand. So nah, man, like his trainer gets him through adversity. I'm not gonna throw him out just for a name. His trainer has been working for him. No reason to replace a dude at all.
Well, trainer is Mark Breland. And,
Mark Breland.
Trainer is Mark Breland. And like you said, should he switch trainers? No, because the way Deontay Wilder fights, like you said, we all know he's not the most technically sound guy. But Mark Breland, like you said, is able to keep him calm, able to keep him in the fight. He gives him, good enough instructions to where Deontay Wilder can go out there and execute him. So he has the right trainer for his style. Yeah. And that's just that. I mean, whether we like, how Deontay Wilder looks or not, but he has the right trainer for his style. So no, I wouldn't advise getting rid of him, getting rid of Mark Breland right now. I mean, would I like to see him be more technically sound? Yeah, of course. But I mean, anybody else right now would change who he is, which could actually mess him up as a fighter. Right.
I agree with y'all on that. I don't think this is what you call Wayne King 76. Shout out to the brother, by the way. Hey, shout out to K Black, man. What's up, bro? Yeah, K Black Boxers in the chat room. Yeah, I don't agree that he should switch trainers right now. Not right now, especially if you got the momentum going and there's big good rapport between Breland and Wilder. So yeah, there's no point. I mean, Virgil Hunter, I mean, he's good, but I don't think you need his services right now. Hey man, look, let me address this dude, man. Look. First of all, homie, I ain't no bitch, all right? First of all, these guys, they could come on here, they can say what they want to say, all right? If I want to address it, I'll address it, dude. And don't be calling me a little ass bitch, dog. See, this is the reason why I like to get you on here and expose your ass, because it'll make you look stupid sometimes, all right? God damn it, man. You come on here disrespecting people a lot, and you want people to respect you. Man,
they ain't get to do too much attention, dog.
I know. This dude, man.
Way too much attention, man.
I know, but I like exposing his ass so much. That's the thing.
you can't expose somebody who's delusional, dog. That's like guys like them. They don't take L's, dog. They just change the rules, man. These are motherfucking Mighty Morphin bending Rangers, dog. That's all they do, dog. Motherfuckers get together and alter reality, so they ain't no beating them, man.
They move the whole game. Once you don't score, they say, nah, you ain't scored yet. They move that thing 10, 15 yards back more. Like, damn, dog, what the hell is wrong with these dudes? Same thing you're going to see tomorrow. You're going to see a bunch of videos that say that Luis Ortiz ain't shit. Watch what I tell you. Luis Ortiz is a bum. He didn't fight nobody. He's 38, 39 years old. What has he done? These are the same guys who said Wilder should have fought Ortiz. What did I tell you, Danny, man?
Yeah, man, they changed the rules, dog. That's all I'm really like trip over what a lot of these dudes say, because there's no real satisfying them. They just change the rules depending on what's gonna make them feel good today, dog. I mean, that's it. That's why I don't take them seriously. That's why I don't have debates. If you're not gonna acknowledge or admit when you're wrong, and you catch these dudes in the corner, all they're gonna do is again, like, these motherfucking are rule benders, dog. The motherfuckers need to be an avatar, man. Like, so ain't no real point of even talking to these dudes. It's no offense, and on top of that too, the shit that bothers me, look, man, anytime somebody start replying to themselves, man, yo, man, ain't no, like, yo, if you could talk to yourself, me and you don't need to be talking. That's all I know, man. You got yourself for that, man. If you can reply to your own comments and shit, you don't need me, man. You good, dog. Just keep, like, how many of these dudes, like, the other day, I look back, and I'm seeing these dudes, they've been talking about me, like, some of them for years. I'm like, nigga, you been having a conversation with yourself for years now, dog. How? How do you, like, continue to, like, talk about somebody who does not respond to you? But, I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying. These dudes have mental health, man. They got mental issues, dog. I can't help them.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's move on to another topic real quickly, man. Hey, Kovalev versus Sabransky. How y'all feel about that, man?
Man, dude, battle of the white murderers roll, man. That's serious, dog. I mean, that's serious right there, dog. One of these killers, nobody want to fight him, dog, so they had to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev, I mean, he got robbed versus Andre Ward, so he's finding the dude who his last notable fight he got knocked out instead of the dude that knocked him out. So you know Kovalev is feeling very confident right now. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's a clear sign that Kovalev was robbed versus Ward, and it's showing that, you know what I'm saying, these two killers can't get no opponents, so they got to fight each other, apparently. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I at first thought he was going to fight Sullivan Barrera. I don't know what happened with that. But
confidence.
It's definitely, like, first off, I don't really have a problem with this because I've seen this before. Guys get knocked out, they come back, and they take what they appear to be a light touch to get their confidence back up. We saw it when Pacquiao fought Brandon Rios. But then at the same time, though, if it's a situation where you think, hey, my man got robbed, ain't nothing wrong with him mentally, then why not put him in there with Sullivan Barrera and prove to me that he's still
right.
So,
Right.
So it's a double-edged sword, but I think the proof is going to be what happened, because if Shabransky comes out and start going to Kovalev body and he check out, then we know that, hey, that shit wasn't just talk. He was for real.
Yeah. The thing is, that's why I kind of wondered, because they were Kovalev. So Barrera was promised that fight from what people were saying after he beat Joe Smith Jr. He was promised that fight, and they were working to get that fight done. So I don't know why that fell through. Maybe perhaps that Kovalev is not in he's not in the mental state right now where he's confident enough to bounce back and put him in there in another dangerous light heavyweight at this point. They want to give him a tune-up because he's been through two tough fights right now. We can all agree he took some damage against Andre Ward. Like the Andre Ward detractors may not like what I have to say, but that's the truth. Mm-hmm. The body shots did take a lot out of Kovalev, and he took a lot of damage in both of those fights. So he probably needs a fight, to get his confidence going back up and get up and running. I can see why he's taking this fight, but again, I just I don't know, man. Sullivan Barrera, I don't know why he was promised that fight, and yet he was passed over. So that's a little bit of a problem I have with.
Yeah, Kovalev was all over his team was all over the place after the Andre Ward. Kovalev was all over the place. First he talked about he wanted virtual 100 training. Then I heard he talking about retirement. Then I heard the Sullivan Barrera. Then I heard the Shabransky. So it's just a matter of Kovalev completely lost confidence, man. He doesn't feel like he's the same guy he used to be. Andre Ward took his soul, and he'll never be the same again. As soon as he gets hit again, if Shabransky hits him with something, serious, that's when I want to see what happens with Kovalev, because I want to see if Kovalev, turns it in, because once you got that in your mind, man, that you can fold like that, bro, that becomes a habit, man. Anything, hey, remember what happened with Kell Brook? When Triple G started going to work, then Earl Spence started going to work on the other eye. Kell Brook didn't have it as a fight before, man. He just took your knee, bowed out, man. And I'm telling you, Nebraska come in there and hit this man with something serious. If I'm his trainer, I'm telling this man go straight to the body, just like Andre Ward did. Because if what's he saying he's weak to the body and he's ripping off shots, his old trainer, John David Jackson, said he couldn't take his shots to the body and training. Man, that's a problem, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with y'all that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what mental state of mind that Kovalev goes into this fight, and that's about a month away. And I'm more curious to figure out who his trainer is going to be. We know John David Jackson's no longer his trainer, so yeah, that would be interesting. Hey, yo, Bo, what do you think about this?
About what fight? I'm sorry, man. My daughter came down here to say something.
It's all good, brother.
And these fucking cheerleading shorts, man. These cheerleading outfits are killing me, man.
Hey, man, it's all good. We're talking about the Kovalev and Sabransky fight coming up.
Oh yeah, man. It's if I'm Sabransky's trainer, I'm telling him, listen, man, you was able to drop Sullivan Moretti. He got back up. This guy is showing that he might have some mental instabilities because he was talking about retirement. We know he don't like going to the body. So, hey, get in there, rough him up a little bit, and make him think this is the Ward fight again and go to his body, make him uncomfortable. That's what I would be telling him. I said I'd be in the gym teaching him. John David Jackson said in an interview, I was able to drop him. I'm 54. He don't like it to the body. So if I'm in camp, I'm telling him, listen, man, go to this dude's body, make him uncomfortable, test his mental state, because right now I don't know if it's there or not. And, and if I'm on Kovalev on the side, I'd be telling him the same thing. Hey, man, this guy might have some doubts because, he got knocked out by Barrera. He had two really extremely soft touch fights. I think he fought a guy that had 11 losses. Right. And then I think he fought a guy that was 10-0 or 10-1. So I was like, hey, yo, test his mental state. But either way it go, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think if Kovalev can bounce back from this is the opponent for him to do it in right now with Sabransky. If he has a hard time with Sabransky, you're going to have everybody else in that division looking at him like food.
Yeah. I hear you. But hey, let me address this person real quickly. First of all, hey, homie, nobody owns me, all right? The brothers, I respect the brothers that are on here right now that having a chat, all right? We agree and we could disagree, all right? We don't agree on some things, but we agree on a lot of things, all right? So nobody owns me, motherfucker, okay? If you don't like what we got to say, then get the fuck off the chat. Plain and simple.
I don't even know why you waste your breath with them clowns. All I do is hit them with the combo and you block their ass.
Yeah, I'm just letting these dudes get exposed in the comment section like Black Latin Caesar is exposing them right there. Shout out to Black Latin Caesar, by the way.
Let me say something, Dan. Y'all need to put some respect on Dan the man's name anyways, because your bum ass is up in here listening to him. Sucker.
Thank you, bro. All right, what else is here? Man, let me see. Damn, these chats. Hey, shout out to Black Latin Caesar. What's up, brother? What's up? He said here that K Black Boxer says that Kovalev versus Sabransky battle the losers who got KO in their last fights. All right. Let me see what else.
Dan, let me ask you.
You know what I'm looking at though, Dan? I'm looking at boxing saying now supposedly the Wilder Ortiz undercard gonna have Jacobs and Lipinets. I thought the Stavern and Brazzelli fight was going to be on there, so I'm guessing that Brazzelli Stavern fight going to be a whole different card.
No, I think it's going to be announced pretty soon. I think they're working on the particulars to get the cards together. So I think it's going to be announced probably within the next day or so. So
okay,
we'll wait for that, man. We'll wait for that. But yeah, man. Hey, man, for real, man. I'm gonna have to start blocking y'all right now. If y'all can't show no respect, man, I'm gonna get your asses out of my chat right now.
Man, block them bombs.
Yeah, man. And I thought I blocked one dude because he's still commenting on my shit. I don't know how he's doing it. This punk ass Sean Newton. I blocked your ass a long time ago. How you still comment on my damn channel, fool?
All you gotta do is hit that block their ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. I can't stand that dude. I'll tolerate low play, stupid ass, but this dude, man, I can't tolerate. Sean Newton. But anyways, hey man, there's one hey. Oh shit, Dree chase to the left. I think he'll come back. He'll come right back in. But anyways, let me ask y'all. This is a fight that no one's talking about right now, man. Billy Joe Saunders versus Willie Monroe, man. I know that fight's coming up this weekend too with Canelo and Golovkin. So who y'all got on that one?
Man, I'm up and asking myself, do I really care, man? The peanut butter hand man, Billy Ho, Saunders, and Willie Monroe. Billy Joe Saunders should win this fight, man. Willie Monroe, he's not the most powerful guy. I understand he's pretty good, slick boxer. But Billy Joe don't have to worry about nothing hard coming his way. Willie Monroe ain't known for being a power puncher, and Billy Joe Saunders is a pretty good slick boxer himself. He should win it, but I mean you never know. But my only issue with both of these dudes is, like I said, man, I've never been high on Willie Monroe Jr. Because somebody said earlier, when he step up, he always loses the step up fights. Whenever he steps up to that next level, he loses. And, Billy Joe has not been the best. I mean, he was over 200 pounds and had to come down. He didn't look that good against the Wolverine stunt double. And he's hanging out with Tyson Fury, probably jogging 0.4 miles. So I'm just not impressed with them right now. I mean, I'm just hope that whoever wins is willing to go ahead on and do an undisputed fight with the winner, Canelo and Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah, good point. Hey, yo, Ticket, what do you think, brother? Yo, Ticket. You there, brother? Unmute your mic, man.
No, his mic's not muted.
Oh, it's not muted. My bad. Yeah, he'll get back. He'll get back on in a second. He'll get back on. So yeah, you know what, dude? I think that I'll wait till the brothers get back on. But here's the thing, man. Look, I think that I don't know, man. I think Willie Monroe can surprise us, man. I think he'll surprise everyone in that fight. I have a feeling that he'll win. I have a feeling he's gonna win, man.
You got more confidence in him than me, Dan.
I'm just being obvious, man. Hey, man. Yeah, I just think. Jesus Christ, man. I ain't gonna pay attention to this dude, low place, man. He's still talking shit, man. This dude talk about these dudes owe me. First of all, I don't know, this dude ain't come on here earlier, dude. We just disagree with Joshua and the whole JOSHUA-PULEV and Wilder situation, all right? We all agree to disagree. It's about respect, but we respect each other, all right? That's something you need to learn, dog. Shit. But anyways, talk about any day owe me, dude. Those are my brothers. I respect them a lot. We agreed to disagree, all right? 2. Yeah, because if I blocked your ass, I would hit already. But at least I tolerate you compared to this punk Sean Newton right here. But anyways,
man, listen, man, I'm my own man. So you can say whatever you want to say about me. I know who I am. I don't need nobody else's validation, man.
Yeah, me neither, man. Me neither. This dude, yeah. So anyways, what you call it? Oh, this nigga want to get a link on, man. Nah, man, you can't get on here with the brothers, man, because it's gonna be a problem. Nah, I can't do that, man. You won't have to.
Dude, hey, man, it won't be a problem with me, man. I'm here to talk boxing. If he talk boxing, I'll talk back. If he starts getting crazy, I'll just sit here and be quiet.
All right. Well, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let me put them on here, all right? Because I mean, I know Ticket and Dream Chaser left. If they get back on, I might have to kick them back off because I don't. This is gonna be a problem. Give me a second. All right, dude, I'm gonna send you a link. All right, so you better behave. But, first of all, dude. First of all, you keep making these race bait videos, man. That have nothing to do with boxing, man. So that's why I got a problem with you. Yeah, well, do me a favor, man. You know, no, I ain't gonna respond to you, man. You, a 50-year-old man always behaving this way like a goddamn child. Jesus Christ, man. Hey, shout out to Wing King 76, man. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, man. Like I said, Willie Monroe may surprise me, man. But hey. All righty. Let's see.
Like I say, man, you got more confidence in him than me, bro. bless your heart for that, Jack. Bless your heart for that, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I really think he do. I think he can, man. Hey, K Black Boxer says, hey, Willie Monroe can honestly win, but I don't know if he can. I mean, yeah, man, it's a 50-50 fight, but I have confidence in him. I think he can do it, man, because Billy Joe Saunders, hasn't really shown much discipline over the last couple of years as a champion.
No.
He's only had one fight in the last 2 years. Well, actually, 2 fights in the last 2 years. You know, Andy Lee, and then his comeback fight a year later against. I can't even remember his opponent. He didn't look great in that fight. He was struggling to make weight. He was one time at over 200 pounds going in, before making weight for that fight.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, dog. He was almost 220. I heard. Yeah, he was almost.
Yeah.
He was almost double, and then he had to come all the way down and fight that Wolverine stunt double. And
yeah.
His best move of the night is when he brought that kid in the ring. That was his best move. Remember at the end of the fight, he brought that kid in the ring.
Yeah. Yeah, he did, man. I remember that, but but yeah, I just think that it's a 50-50 fight. But it seems like nobody's really talking about it because of the Canelo and Golovkin fight. So,
well, there's a lot of fights. You got the Hughie Fury and Parker fight. Nobody's really talking about that, man.
Right. True. That's true. I mean, all right, there's that nigga. Dude, what's your problem, homie?
It's funny. I'm told to come on to places and be respectful. Where a guy named Ticket TV that I don't know nothing about this guy channel except for he's a damn world star wannabe. I don't watch his channel. He don't talk boxing, therefore I don't watch it.
Man,
funny,
come on, man.
I'm told to come
do
on.
that. You can't do that, man.
I'll tell you who I watch. I've watched
right,
DCB.
but just don't disrespect.
I ain't got no reason.
Well, just say this.
No,
hold on.
I was disrespected without you ever jumping in. I was disrespected without you. See, that's why I call you owned.
I got on. Hold up. This is my hang on. Hold up. First of all, don't.
All right.
Hold up. Don't disrespect Ticket like that, man. Don't do that. All right.
Fuck Ticket. Fuck Ticket. The nigga said fuck me, fuck him, fuck DCB too. You didn't jump in.
Don't disrespect him.
Fuck any nigga that got something to come this way.
No, hey,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, hold up. First of all, leave
the
brothers out.
Niggas mean shit to me. You didn't jump in with none of them niggas. I didn't address none of them.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you something. You missed the hangout earlier today. We all three of us agreed to disagree on the Wilder Joshua-Pulev situation. I didn't agree with them 100% on that. Hold up, bro. I cannot hear you. What did you say? Unmute your mic, bro. Unmute your mic.
I was letting you talk. I'm not about to talk over you. All I know was when them people jumped on here telling things about me, I've never had interactions except for with one of them. It's like Ticket this type of dude. Somebody else go get the sex from a girl and Ticket go tell him how
hold up. He said you went on his channel.
I don't know no Ticket TV. Listen when I tell you. I don't watch no Ticket TV. I know what I do. I don't watch no Ticket TV. The man talk about everything but boxing. I know who he is. I don't care for his channel. The nigga let his best friend get some head, and he the one to go tell people how deep and wet it was. I ain't got time for players like that. I ain't do that, man. I don't do that.
Well, you came on his.
I don't get.
Wait, he claimed that you get on his channel. Wait, hold up. When you first interacted,
I don't care what he claimed. I don't care what he claimed. He's a fuck boy. That's what he claimed. That's what I'm claiming.
Hold up. Be quiet, man. You were on his channel disrespecting him when you first interacted. That's why he had a problem with you. All right. So let's get off the brothers, okay? Leave him out of it. All right. You wanted to come on here. Don't disrespect him like that because that's what you've done before with us. But let me ask you this. Okay, you come on here. I let you be respectful, okay? All right. You gonna be respectful? Don't be dissing anybody.
You can read my first 4 comments and the first thing my thing was this. My comment was when you were about to address me was this. I'll go right back to my comment. Prove this. To my first comment. I said, you are the double standard. I told somebody they are the double standard. No. I was addressed. And as soon as I was addressed, man, fuck that nigga low play. Did you say any of this? No, because you're bent over and you're on. They told you who to let. Hold on. They told you who to let come on your own hangout. You a grown ass man. Don't let him on.
Did I block you?
You a grown ass man.
I blocked you.
You a grown ass man.
Did I block
you? A grown ass man.
Did I block you?
Grown ass. Yeah, I'd have told them niggas, I'm put the fuck out. Who you think I am?
Did I have to answer the question? Did I block you?
It don't matter. The grown ass niggas told you what to do.
No, exactly. But I didn't block you. I let you on. So I do the hell I want. Ain't that right, bro?
All right.
Well, I was asked to come on. You asked me if I wanted to come on. I said, yeah, man, send me the link.
Thank you.
So I'm an old man.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. When I was addressed, I had commented on boxing and boxing law. I said Ortiz don't put no fear in Joshua. They going down the line. You said you wanted to address a comment of mine. Niggas jump right to my neck. Like I don't even go on your channel. I don't know half these people. I know some people that make boxing videos. Yes, I know DCB. I debated him. He lost the debate so bad he deleted it. Okay. He lost it, so he admitted he admitted he didn't know nothing about the situation he was speaking on. When you admit you don't know nothing about the situation you're speaking on and you won't let people finish, you know what's going on. So at the end of the day, all of this cussing me out, telling me I'm moving the goalposts and all these things I'm hearing, you know, okay, all right. I know where he coming from. He's hurt. I don't want to be your friend.
Wait, hold up.
I don't care to nothing about you. I hope that hurricane swallow you down there, nigga.
Hold up, nigga. Hold up.
Nigga, I hope that hurricane swallow you down there.
We're gonna talk about the fight. We're gonna talk about
nigga. I just wanted to let you what you want to talk about. You didn't stop them. You didn't stop them. Did anybody see? This is what I'm saying. Bo, you a hanger on the dog. You a hanger on the dog.
I ain't no hanger on shit.
Bo, you can go anywhere you can get subscribed. Nigga, you came in putting your 2 cents in on me. This nigga came in putting his 2 cents in on me.
No, let me hear say. I didn't say shit about you. I didn't say a motherfucking thing about you because I ignore you because I know how you be sometimes.
Because I tell the truth. I tell the truth, nigga.
So I ignore you.
Nigga, you came on here. They said something about me. You came on here. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. Now you wanna
hold on, wait a minute. No, all I said, wait a minute. I spoke the truth. I spoke the truth. I said, yo, the dog got, hold on, wait a minute, stop. I did what I do to anybody when I'm talking. I said, yo, man, the cat one time got mad at me for clicking like on something. Did you not do that? Yes, you did. That's all I said. I didn't say you. I didn't say you. I didn't do none of that shit. That's all I said.
Hey, low place.
So if you don't like me saying that, then cool. You don't like it. But I know you're paying attention. I know you watching. I ain't scared to say shit to your face like I'm saying it to you now. Like I said before, nigga. So
why you on me? Why you ain't jumping in on all that?
Hey, homie.
Wait a minute, hold on. I didn't jump in when you was just talking right now.
Fake ass old ass nigga. Fake ass old ass nigga.
That ain't low place. I'm gonna kick you off, bro. Hey, calm your ass.
I didn't jump in right now when you was talking.
Hold up, second, brother. Hold up, second.
You got some fake ass old ass niggas.
Hey, no, you a fake motherfucker.
Fake ass old ass niggas.
Did I get? Hold on, wait a minute. Did I get offline? Stop right there. I'm right here, nigga. Did I get offline? See, this is the reason why I do ignore you because you're a negative motherfucker. I'm in Chicago, nigga. Bring that ass, bitch. Bring that ass, bitch. Bring that ass, bitch. Bring that ass, bitch. Chicago. Bring that ass, bitch.
Bo, calm down, bro.
A fake ass nigga in Chicago. You won't be the first.
No, you a fake nigga.
You won't be the first. Man, you gotta click button.
Did I get off the hangout? I said, get your face, motherfucker.
This nigga want to jump in while I'm talking. He's a fake ass nigga. Yeah, you was
a fake nigga. All I said was, yo, this dude got mad at me clicking like on something. I told you the same thing. You punk ass motherfucker. That's all you is.
Fake ass nigga.
You ain't nothing but talk, bro.
Fake nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You was a fake motherfucker. Did I get off this hangout? No, hold on, man. Did I get off the hangout? Did I get off the hangout?
No, hold up.
You still gonna be a fake ass nigga.
Wait a minute. Did I say I didn't say that, you punk ass motherfucker?
You still gonna be a fake ass
nigga. You punk ass motherfucker. Did I say that?
Yeah, you been having this on your chest and your fake ass won't let it out.
Wait a minute, you punk ass motherfucker. I'll always address you. Always address you.
The nigga been around me 24/7, scared to get shit.
All right, I had to meet his mic. Bo, you guys need, Bo, I understand. Hey, Bo, just wait for a second, brother. Wait for a second. Low place, man. I didn't bring you on here to freaking disrespecting, for you to disrespect me and Bo, all right? We're here to talk about boxing. I let you on here for a few minutes.
I ain't going in the comment section.
Hold up, bro.
I ain't got no niggas to listen to that's disrespectful. Like I said, this man been around me, could say this all he wanted. But
don't interrupt me, dog. Don't interrupt me. This is my hangout. This is my hangout. This is my hangout.
Motherfucker, dog.
You call me what you want. I ain't never shake shit. I don't never shake shit. I don't shake shit.
Because what I said right here is what I've said to him before to his face, and he knows I said that to his face. He knows I said the only thing that I said, motherfucker. The only thing that I said was you one time got mad at me for clicking like on the comment. That's all I said. That's it. I didn't call you no fuck boy. I didn't call you no punk bitch. I didn't do none of that. That's all I said. So nigga, if that itched your pussy, then fuck it. It itched your pussy. But that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Just
Be
let you
mad
know.
all you
I see
want.
a fake ass nigga run anywhere for
No,
some
a
subs.
fake ass nigga dog would have got off the hangout. A fake
anywhere
ass
for
nigga wouldn't still be here talking to you about what he said.
anywhere for some
That's what a
subs.
fake nigga do, dog.
Anywhere for some subs, bro.
As a matter of fact, I'm the one that even told him, "Hey man, send him the link because if we talk boxing, we talk boxing."
Yeah,
But
you
if
ain't
it
know,
get
you
carried
ain't know,
out,
you
I'm
ain't,
not
you ain't
gonna
know,
do that.
but you ain't. Yeah, but face this. Them brothers said everything they had to say. I didn't say, "Hey, can we get on the fight?" Can we? Nah, doing none of that from your fake ass. But when I talk,
No.
I didn't say that
I'm
shit.
done now. I'm done now.
Get the fuck out of here. I did say that shit.
Hey,
That's the
I'm out,
problem
man.
you
I
got.
ain't got to.
I
Hey,
did
hey,
say that.
y'all do y'all
I
over here.
did say
Y'all,
that at the beginning of this hangout. I said that. So go back and watch the hangout with your punk ass.
y'all that keep discussing me. I won't have nothing to
I
say.
never discussed you.
Get off the hangout.
That's the
Get off the
problem.
hangout, bro.
I
Get off
never
the hangout.
discussed you, dog.
Yeah, get off the hangout, low
And
play.
at
Just
the
get
end
off
of
the
the day, I'm
hangout.
the one that told Dan send you the link so you can come on if you talk boxing, which you didn't, with your punk ass. So cut the shit with me, nigga. You're fucking with the wrong one.
Yeah, he's off, man. He's off.
Man, cut that shit with me.
Yeah, man. Dude, Jesus Christ, man. All I ask this dude is come on, be respectful. This dude launches a fucking tirade, man. I don't understand.
Yeah, because he's a child, dog. That's what he is as a kid. He mad. Wait a minute. Oh, Dan. All I said was, I said, yo, man, he got mad at me one time for clicking like on the comment. That's on Twitter. You can track that. Okay, that's all I said. So if that's the shit, like I said, that itched his pussy, then so be it, nigga, scratch it. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I didn't call him punk. I didn't do none of that thing that other mother motherfucker said. That's it. But you said you're gonna come in and talk about. I said the same thing before the hangout started. I said, yeah, man, we're gonna talk boxing. I'm coming in.
Yeah.
And that's it. Now he mad? Man, get out of here, man. I ain't got time for him, man.
Right. That's what I told the dude. Like, did I block you? Because they told me to block you, but I didn't block you, and I can't let you come on, right? I didn't block you. I'm my own man, bro. I do what I want. Okay.
Oh man, come on, man. Back to the fights, man.
Yeah, let's back to the fights, man. Yeah, let's get back to it. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna bring up. Roman Gonzalez, bro. Now, what do you think about Rama's side knockout? We all had our opinions on that, and we all have a different debate discussion on what's going to happen between where does he go from here? Does he have it? Does he have a career at this point? Do you think he should retire, or do you think if he does continue on, do you see him in the mainstream fights again? What do you think?
You know what, man? I heard something. Somebody posted something about a tweet he put up about he might go down and face that dude, Yaki something. I can't remember that dude's name. Got that funny name, Yaki something. So, but the thing is, I think a part of Chocolatito, we might have looked a good part of Chocolatito when his first trainer passed away. I think he was real close to him, and he just hasn't looked like he's been the same since that. Compiled with him losing, so I can't say he's done just yet, because sometimes in boxing you just had that one guy that you can't beat, right? Okay, so when you had that one guy you can't beat, so take some time off, get your mind right, recover, go down and wait, and then try, then fight a second tier cat and see how you feel.
Right.
I will give him props for what he did. He brought a lot of attention to the lower weight division, so I definitely give him props for that. And so, you know what though, Dan, I do want to say one thing.
Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna say something. Let me ask you something. Do fake ass niggas make videos giving you credit for something you told them and they were wrong about? Because I believe that's what I did when I talked about the when he told me about Yvonne Michelle saying how Aleta Alvarez got hurt. And when he was supposed to fight Bondu Jack, and I said, man, I didn't believe that, right? And I made a video. Right. I made a video saying, okay, dog, you was right. Do fake ass niggas do that? No, they don't. Okay. No. You sit up and call me uneducated, and I'm supposed to take you calling me uneducated, right? But yet you can't take me sitting here saying that you got mad for something you actually did. Now, something you actually did. This could be tracked. You got mad at me clicking like on a comment. That pissed you off. But me saying that you calling me uneducated, I was supposed to took that, and I made a video explaining it to you, right, about why I felt that was out of bounds. But all I said was, yo, man, you got mad at me clicking like on the comment, which you actually did. It's not like I lied on you. And then I didn't get off the hangout. I stayed on the hangout. And if you think I'm an old fake ass nigga, like I said, Chicago, Illinois, motherfucker, 3505 West 63rd. Meet me there. Right. Since I'm a fake ass nigga. Okay, it's that simple. I didn't leave the hangout. I told Dan, send you the link. And if you talk boxing, we just talk boxing. I told Dan to do that. That ain't what fake niggas do. You don't know who you are. That's your problem.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. But you know what is the thing? So I was trying to tell this dude, he kept trying to overtalk as always. I was like, look, bro, first of all, don't disrespect Chicken DCB, number one. The reason why they don't like you because you on my last hangout, you saw our last hangout with me and Ian I had. Right, I asked him, why do you respect the LDBC? He said, I don't respect none of those dudes. Exactly. Why do you crying that they don't respect you now? Because you came over here and you trolled us over Adonis Stevenson. You know what I mean? And then you came on my last hangout saying you don't respect me or the LDBC. Then there you go. How do you expect them? How do you expect them to react when you say shit like that? Not too, a couple of days ago. This is only a couple of days ago. So, bruh, you gotta understand one thing. When you don't respect people, you can't expect people to respect you. All right, that's just the way it goes. All right. And I brought you on here because like Bo said, hey, if you want to talk boxing, talk boxing. You keep it respectful. I'll bring you on. But I won't bring you on when these brothers are on here because they don't like you. Okay? That's plain and simple. So with that said, like I said, I'm my own man. I do the hell I want. I didn't block you. I told you to come on and you came on. So what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man. Let's get back to this, man. Let's get back to this. Let's see. Let me look at the comment section.
Well, he gonna make a video about it, which if you make a video about it, my name is Bo, B-N-O. And say what I said correctly. That's all I ask. Say what I said. That's it. That's all I ask. Because again, I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't need nobody's proof. I know who I am. I don't need nobody's proof.
Right. Yeah. Let me say this. Let me look at the comment section here. Kiwi Box. Hey, shout out to Kiwi, man. Kiwi. Hey, Kiwi, man. Let me know if you want to get in on the hangout, man. Let me know because I'll send you a link because we got some stuff we want to talk about too. Honda 75 fan 76 Wing King 76 aka he says, hey Dad, who do you think Ram Nasai should fight next? I know he's got a mandatory shot coming up against Juan Francisco Estrada. That's definitely gonna be a good fight. Definitely gonna be a damn entertaining fight. But again, the IBF champion is over in England, Yasif over there. I mean, I'm surprised nobody's been talking about him. Yasif over there in the IBF for the super flyweight. He's a very good fight. He's a very good fighter. He's still young. But yeah, I think people should talk about unifying with him over there in the UK. I think that'd be a good fight. Ramasai could unify with Yasif, or he could be fighting Estrada next. Yeah, so I mean that'd be interesting, man. So what do you think about Ramasai? Where you think he should go from here? Who do you think he should fight next?
Oh man, who Ramasai? I heard that Estrada and them had said that they're going to be that. I think because that fight with him and Quadras was that some kind of eliminator. Yeah. Okay, so I heard that Estrada and them has already said they're not waiting. That they're going to be fighting him. So we might see Estrada and Ramasai fighting in December. Yeah. That'd be a hell of a matchup, Estrada and Ramasai. So, I don't know, man. I actually like Ramasai. Yeah. He's just one of them tough. Like I could see Estrada and Ramasai fighting, and unlike Carlos Quadras, I could see Estrada having a hard time because Ramasai is just a tough dude. He's just not budging. He's tough. So that would be a very good fight to make. If I'm HBO, I would be trying my best to make that fight. They would need that fight. So then of course you got let's see, you got a lot of fights that you can make with him. He could go to 118, maybe even fight Neary. He can maybe even fight one of the other champions. But right now, if he can, him and that Estrada fight, and Ramasai is the type of guy, dog, he wouldn't back down from that fight. He'll come off a tough fight with Gonzalez and take on Estrada. So I would like to see him fight Estrada, but if he wants to make just, a light touch mandatory defense, I wouldn't be angry with that because I've seen that happen before in the sport of boxing. Right.
Yeah, that's a very good point, man. Ramasai, definitely he's impressed me in his last two fights. I wouldn't mind seeing him rematching with Carlos Estrada, Carlos Quadras as well, because they fought in the past and Quadras beat him in a technical decision. So Yeah, you know, I don't know. Maybe Hodges will beat him because he has a better work rate. We'll see. I think he'll beat him again if they rematch. Because he knows Hodges does know that he can't stand in front of him, because if you stand in front of him, he's going to have too much. He's going to have a power advantage over him. We see when he did to Gonzalez in the two fights when Gonzalez stood in front of him. But yeah. Speaking of Gonzalez, man, let's get back to that in a second. I think he's he's had a long career, man. 48 fights. Especially with the style that he has, man, a come forward pressure, swarming style. We know guys with that type of style don't have a longevity. Their lifespan is very short, and I'm surprised he survived this long with that style. So I honestly think that Chocolatito should retire. To be honest with you, I think he should just retire. In my opinion, he has nothing left. He has nothing.
Gonzalez?
Yeah, I think he has nothing else left to prove. He's a 4 division champion. He was a lineal champion. Obviously it was debatable whether he was pound for pound number one. I'll be honest here to say this. I did have it up there momentarily because if you look at the fighters, at that point, there was nobody else, man. Look, Andre Ward was inactive for a long time. Guillermo Rigondeaux wasn't getting fights. What else? There was a lot of top guys weren't fighting each other. There was just no fights happening until Ward came back and he started putting on a string of wins. And when he fought Kovalev and beat Kovalev, that's why I put Ward back pound for pound number one over Gonzalez. Of course, Gonzalez lost after taking him out of the ranking. So, yeah. What do you think?
You took Gonzalez completely out your rankings?
Well, I had to because 2 straight losses. Keith Thurman deserves to go in there. He should go in there. And we got to talk about Keith Thurman in a second.
He was out there fighting on the streets of Napa, huh?
Oh, man. I like Keith Thurman, but I got to go in on Keith Thurman.
Out there fighting on the streets of Napa, huh?
Yeah, man, Naples, Nepal, but
Nepal, Naples, Nepal, or whatever,
yeah, but
that world's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is crazy, but the thing is too, I got Keith Thurman in there. I take Gonzalez off after 2 straight losses. I got him in there. I got Mikey Garcia in there, no doubt. Yeah, but anyways, like I said, man, he's had a great career. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, no question about it. So, yeah, I think he's done. I agree with K Black Boxing. I think his career is done itself, man. But anyways, let's talk about Keith Thurman, man. I can't rock with Keith on this one, man. I like Keith Thurman, but dude, you just told the whole world that you're injured. You cannot take another fight. You took only 1 fight this year. You got married. That's cool. You got a Nepali princess. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or queen, whatever you want to call it. That's cool. So be it. You got married. Enjoy your life. You got enough money now. Cool. But the fact is, you over there in Nepal. Now you got me saying Naples, bro.
I know.
You over there in Nepal, right?
Right.
You over there in Nepal. You shadow boxing, and you got no signs of an injury whatsoever, man. Nah, man. You pulling a Vladimir Klitschko, man. Vladimir Klitschko did that years ago, right? Same thing. I had to go back to history on this one. Vladimir Klitschko pulled out of a Derek Chisora fight, right? And then he said he had an injured abdominal muscle, right? A strained abdominal muscle. And then a week later, he was spotted at a golf course golfing.
Oh, Vladimir was?
Yeah, Vladimir was doing that. Yeah, man.
That's kind of like how Tyson Fury claimed something about he hurt himself, but then he got caught. He was on video doing some Jaeger bombers or something like that.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. These guys, man, dude. I can't rock. Yeah, I watch football, brother.
Remember Grunt did the same thing, right? Remember Grunt? I hurt my ankle, but I'm jumping up and down in the club.
I remember. Yeah. I remember when he did that too. That was funny, man. Yeah, it's kind of like Kwame Brown over there. With Kwame Brown over there in over there in Washington, right? When he played for the Wizards, right? You remember Kwame Brown, right?
Yeah, oh, trust me. I remember Kwame Brown. Oh my God. Michael Jordan, first round draft pick on that motherfucker right there. Kwame Brown.
Yeah, that's one of the few things that Michael Jordan made a mistake on. One of his few mistakes in his life.
Yeah, but that was the worst one right there. Kwame Brown.
Yeah, man. Kwame, when he was at Washington, right? He supposedly had an injury, right? And so he couldn't travel with the team at one point, right? And then next thing you know, he was spotted at a Chinese restaurant eating somewhere, and he was walking just fine. And then his team suspended him It definitely because of that. so yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Keith Thurman, man. I like Keith Thurman, but I can't rock with that. I can't defend him on this one, man. I can't defend him on this one, dude. It's like, dude.
Nah, you can't. You can't defend him on this.
Nah, I mean, dude, if you're not gonna fight, just say I'm not gonna fight for a whole year. So what? You're gonna get criticized, but at least people know you can't just fake an injury and claim that you're gonna be, you'll be out for a year because of an injury that you don't have. So don't do that, man. All I know is, dude, you're not injured. Now it's time for you to get back in the ring. You gotta fight somebody now, man.
I don't know, man. He probably got his mindset on being out for the rest of the year,
Yeah.
Well, when did he fight Danny Garcia? That was early in the year, right?
Yeah, he fought him earlier this year.
Yeah, and supposedly it was something with his elbow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had some elbow injury or something like that, and he had to rehabilitate from that. So that's the reason why he couldn't take another fight, this year. So obviously some people felt he was faking it. I was like, nah, guys, hold on, man. You can't accuse a man for something we don't have proof of yet. Until we find out proof that he actually faked the injury, then you come after him. What do you know? What do you know? So it looks like he did fake the injury, man. So I'm surprised he hasn't even come out and addressed this yet. So that's another thing. That's another suspect thing I see right there.
I don't think it's been hard pressed. I haven't really seen nothing in a lot of. Well, I don't really watch ESPN like that, but I haven't seen nothing about it on Boxing Scene or Fight Hype. Really, ain't too many people been talking. Only thing I saw was I think 78 did a video on it, and one of my guys from the Movement podcast I do a podcast with. They actually they posted that link, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, I like Keith, but dude, yeah, you this ain't gonna help you, man.
No,
this ain't gonna help.
It's not, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not gonna help him at all.
Oh shit. Hey, hold up. Hey, Mr. Boxing Today just said that he just put up another video. Shout out to Mr. Boxing Today. He said that there's a rumor that the Wilder and Ortiz fight may not happen in November. It'll be spring 2018. That's what he's saying.
The Ortiz fight might not happen in November. What?
Yeah. Nah, dude, hold up.
That better not be true.
That better not be true. Hold up. I'm looking for something right now to confirm that. I don't see nothing yet. So I don't know.
Well, I just see the article on Boxing Scene where it says November 1st, Barclay. So
yeah.
I mean, look, you know what? I hope not, but because I was thinking that it's already September 12th. November 4th is not that far away. So,
yeah. I mean, it's 60 days. That should give them enough time to train, you know what I mean? To get a good training camp going in, So, I mean, both guys, I'm not sure about Luis Ortiz. I know Wilder looks like he's in shape. So, he doesn't take him that long to train. So, to get ready. So, I mean, or Luis Ortiz is on the other hand. I'm not saying he's not in great shape either, but we don't know about Luis Ortiz. So, let's see. Let me look here. Let me see. I know BoxRec got the fight confirmed. Let me see.
Dude, they got it confirmed again now?
Yeah, let me check. Let me check BoxRec.
Confirmed once before, man.
Yeah, I mean that time they said multiple sources said they're confirming to get the date set up. That was it. Get the date locked in the menu. Let me see. Well, BoxRec got it. Let me see. November 4th.
They do?
Yeah, that's what BoxRec got it on November 4th.
All right, well, let's see what happens, man. It depends on. We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, they have it up there.
Like I said, I wouldn't put it. I'm not gonna sit and dispute it because like a lot of people would say. I'm just glad it happened because he had a lot of people saying that Wilder wasn't gonna fight Ortiz. And the whole time I've been trying to tell people, no, man, he's really serious, and they didn't believe it. So, supposedly, like you said, it's on there for November 4th. Luis Ortiz signed. Cool.
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah, it better be November, though. I ain't waiting for no goddamn spring for that fight to happen. I'm sorry.
That's too long anyway, man. That's like what, April?
Yeah.
That's too long anyway, man.
Yeah.
Who need to train that long for a fight?
I know. Like I said, man, Wilder's already in training shape, so he don't need that much time. I'm not sure about Ortiz. Ortiz is in shape too, but he's not he's not very fit like Wilder is. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing right there. But let me see what else is going on. Oh, did you take a look at that cruiserweight fight between Alexander Usyk and Marco Huck?
Hell yeah, I watched that fight, man. I watched that fight, man. What'd you want me to tell you what I thought of it?
Yeah, let me go ahead. Give me your thoughts on that one, man.
All right, that fight, okay, Usyk didn't fight like he did when he fought Hunter. And I said that. I said he can't fight this fight like he did when he fought Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now he didn't fight that way, but still though, man, he got hit more often than I would have liked for him to have gotten hit. It was Marco Huck, so I think they fought Marco Huck because when Marco Huck loses, he loses. When he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out, right? Okay.
Yeah.
When Marco Huck loses, he loses, right? But they also fought first because this tournament was supposed to end in May, so somebody's gonna have a short turnaround. But they fought Huck, and Huck here lately hasn't been one of the most dangerous guys. I think they're trying to get Usyk back to the Usyk that beat I think it was Glowacki.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get him back to that Usyk, but the problem is his trainer has a more of an aggressive style. So you saw him try to get back to what he used to do, but you also saw him try to get a little bit aggressive. He got a little bit out. Huck was, landing the overhand. He actually got hit with a really big punch by Marco Huck, and he took it very well. So for what he did against Huck, that works. But I'm having some doubts. I still got him as my favorite to win, but I'm having some doubts because when you start getting down there, depending on if you have to fight Bradis or Dorticos or some of these guys that can really, really hit and bang hard, you can run into some difficulties. But for right now, it's a step in the right direction. I think the last hangout I had, we said that it's a step in the right direction.
Right.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I have to say this, man. I'm not sure you're gonna agree with me on this one. I'm gonna call it right now. I think Alexander Usyk is gonna win that tournament. I don't see any other cruiserweight beating him at this point. I just don't see it, man. Marco Huck, yeah, you could say that. Usyk was already properly tested already against Kowalski, but I thought Marco Huck would give him a better fight than that. And he completely shut out Marco Huck from the first round to the end. Shut him out. I'm like, wow. Jesus. And Marco Huck wasn't even in the fight. And I saw Marco Huck was trying to rough up the fight a little bit. He was trying to dirty it up. But yeah, but the thing is that Usyk he's got a multiplicity of skills, man. Multiplicity of skills. He can box from long range. He can fight he can fight in the distance. He's got a very good jab. He's a very impressive fighter, man. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you see Doritos competing against him, or maybe Bradis?
I don't know if Dorticos is going to get past Kudrashev because Kudrashev can punch, man. That dude can punch. There's still some unanswered question about Dorticos. I like the fact he has an 81-inch arm reach advantage, so he has extremely long arms. He does have that Cuban background. Now, here's the thing people got to understand. That Cuban background, there's two types. There's the one that was part of the Olympic team, then there was the national team. He never was able to make that Olympic team to represent the country, but he was part of the national team that traveled. He punches to the body. I just think he stays planted too long while punching, and he keeps his chin up while punching also. So yeah, that could be kind of dangerous for him. But like I say, he's like, I wonder how's he gonna take when Kudrashev land that big punch. How will he take that? That's gonna be a question mark for me. But the thing that helps Usyk is probably one of the best. I'm gonna say he's the best mover, and from an athletic standpoint, he's probably more athletic than most of these guys that's in this cruiserweight division right now.
Right.
So that's what gives him that advantage. I see what you're saying, but my thing is though, here lately he hasn't been displaying it at that constant that we remember him being at. So if like I said, I just saw Huck land some big punches. I'm like, man, if that's Bradis, if that's Kudrashev, if that's any of these other dudes that pop, man.
Yeah.
it could be pretty rough for the dude,
Yeah.
So we gonna see, man.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see, man. But we'll see how the super middleweight plays out. That's still up for grab tournament on that side. So, oh man, Luis Ortiz just came out and said stop to Deontay Wilder. He just responded to Deontay Wilder and said, "Hey man, stop talking and sign the contract." All right, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, because Wilder put something out too that said the same thing. Wilder put something out too that said something to the effects of are we gonna do this or not? Something like that. Are we gonna do this or not? Waiting on you. We gonna do this or not? So Wilder put something out there. Yeah, Wilder kind of put something out there said that exact same thing, man. So
Ortiz is making fun of Wilder too. I'm looking at his Twitter page. He's like,
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that, man. I kind of like that. Make fun of each other. Listen, I like shit talkers. I really do. I like shit talkers.
I do too, man. I do too. It's funny though. He just put up a video on his Twitter page where Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz.
Okay.
He put up a video mocking Deontay Wilder and saying, look at the 4 times that Deontay Wilder got rocked. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I don't have a problem with this. Because Deontay Wilder, whenever it came to fighting Luis Ortiz, he will always bring up Luis Ortiz failed drug test from so many years ago.
Yeah.
And he would always bring that up. So I don't have a problem with Luis Ortiz doing. I mean, like I say, man, they're grown men. And for those that don't understand, you can't tell a grown man what to do if you don't understand that.
Yeah.
So, you can't tell a grown man what to do. So if he wants to do it, hey man, go ahead, man. Because at the end of the day, you got to get in that ring and back it up. So
absolutely, man. But the thing is too, man, I think that dude, like I said, man, there's a little bit mixed messages here, but I'm definitely gonna go with the November 4th date. I think that one's locked down. I think that's gonna be locked down. I hope so, man. That's a fight I want to see, but now I think that's it, man. Ain't nothing else going on here. I was gonna talk about the WNBA playoffs. I'm not sure before you came on here.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. I actually like women's basketball. They play basic basketball. They throw the perfect bounce pass. Bounce pass. So I kind of like. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been following it like I used to.
Right.
But because like now, dog, I was an avid football watcher. Same thing with basketball. But now for me, it's more like I just wait to the playoffs before I start getting into stuff.
Yeah. But what's funny though? I was gonna comment on this a little bit because my Sparks are playing tonight against the Mercury, Diane Taurasi. So they're in the semifinals. They're trying to, people are looking forward to that rematch of the finals last year between the Lynx and the Minnesota Lynx and the LA Sparks, which is my team. But the thing is too, so fans are complaining about the playoff format. I don't want to get into all this because in the new playoff format is that regardless of conference, whoever the top 8 teams with the best records, they will get in, right? Regardless of conference. And some people were upset with that playoff format, and I was telling everybody, like, look, here's I think why they did it, because the NBA was trying to do this for a long time now. If you think about it, the NBA, for the rumor mill, they were trying to do this because if you look at the NBA, the Western Conference is a dominant conference, right? Mm-hmm. You got, like last year, you got the LA Clippers who are 51-31, right? And they had the 4th seed, and Utah Jazz had the 5th seed. The Cleveland Cavaliers were the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. So if you got the Clippers and the Jazz or the 4th and 5th seeds, right, the Cleveland Cavaliers would be the 6th seed. The thing is that people are rather want to see, regardless of conferences, they rather see the best teams play each other in the finals, regardless of conference, and that's what the NBA were talking about doing. And since the WNBA started it, it became successful. So because now people are upset because the New York Liberty got knocked off yesterday at a 1-game elimination, and they were the 3rd seed. So anyways, I'm not gonna try and make this out. I just hope my Sparks win. That's all I gotta say. But other than that, hey, last topic before we go, man. Adrien Broner, what do you think about his situation?
Oh man, Adrien Broner need a hug. That's what he need a guidance counselor, man. That's what the fuck Adrien Broner needs, man. Sometimes you don't know if this is a cry for help or if this is a publicity stunt by this guy. You just don't know. But whatever it is, it's sad because for a dude that has there's so many people out here, and we see them in the gym. And if you follow boxing, you know it was so many people. Like Winky Wright he never got his just due until somebody gave him that opportunity. And you got a guy like Adrien Broner that's wasting that opportunity. I'm about to put him in the same category as Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., a cat that's given the opportunity over and over again. But the difference is you actually have the skill set.
Right.
And, you know, now instead of you being looked at as you being looked at as a force in the sport, you know, you kind of being looked at, and you know, people might not like it. You're being looked at as a doormat. That's why they put you in there with Mikey. You know what I'm serious? That's why they put you in there with Mikey. That's why they put you in there with Sean Porter. You're being looked at as a doormat, man. For guys to say, hey, I fought Adrien Broner and move on to better things, you know. So I hope he get his life right. It's sad because he's a promoter, and the guy he promotes is actually better than him. So,
yeah. Well, all I gotta say is that, I mean, whatever opportunities he has, I mean, that's it. It's done. Al Heyman's not gonna put up with this no more. I mean, the dude's already gone through a couple of criminal activity situations already. He was given a slap of the wrist on it. And this time right here, he assaulted the guy with, I don't know, from my understanding, did the guy do anything? He just randomly attacked the guy?
I don't know, man. But even if the guy did something, you're a fighter. You're a public figure. Your hands is registered lethal weapons.
Oh, yeah.
So if you assault somebody, you falling for that trap to be sued for a lot of money and to be thrown in jail. So why would you fall for that trap? That's all I'm saying, man. You got to be better than that.
Yeah, you know, it's funny though, because the way he threw that punch, man, it sounded like a gun, dude. That dude cracked hard when he threw that punch. I was like, whoa. And man, the guy was knocked out cold, literally knocked out cold. I mean, you know, main man over there, shout out to main man. He made a comment on this, man. He's like, no, the one thing about Adrien Broner, man, he's a goddamn free lottery ticket, because now you just giving this guy a damn lottery, what gave him a bill ticket for the money. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you know, and like I said, man, I think Al Heyman's done what to do after this. I don't expect Adrien Broner to have a career after this. I really don't expect it. I'm just being honest. I really don't. But
well, you know, the funny thing about boxing is, all Adrien Broner got to do, man, is get a good big win. And like, you know, it's funny, like Adrien Broner actually be having people, because I get tired. I tell people, if I hear motherfuckers say a focus Broner to me one more goddamn time, I'm gonna hurt somebody. We ain't going. The focus Broner is like the dinosaur. That motherfucker's extinct. It ain't coming back. Stop asking for it, you know. So I just hate to see. I'm hoping his career isn't over with. Just like even with you, I'm with Roman Gonzalez. A lot of fighters won't go out with that loss like that on their record. Some fighters won't. Now, if it's beaten out of you, like we saw Kashimura, Yamanaka. You know, when it's beaten out of you, it's beaten out of you. Nothing you can do. But I just think it was beaten out of Roman Gonzalez because he probably pushed himself further than what he should have went, and he was kind of in too many wars, man.
Yeah, he was, man. I mean, you know, to be fair though, this, you know, Roman Gonzalez, Adrien Broner situation is totally different. But
I'm just saying how I just don't want to see, you know, because this is their way of making a living, just how they feed their family. So I'm not going to sit and say I want to see him out of boxing. I just want to see before he comes back to the ring, his mind is right. He get his mind right, or get whatever help he needs. Then come back to the ring.
Yeah, but let me go to the comments here. Shout out to Great Drag 666. He said AB is a moron. We can agree with that.
Yeah, not argue with that, man.
Yeah, and we also said here that we saw. He also said that we saw a focus Broner when he fought Mikey, but he still was trash. I'm like, well, you know what? All I gotta say is styles make fights, man. And the thing is, too, again, it all goes to your natural ability. How would that hold up against other, against elite fighters? And apparently, Adrien Broner may not have that natural ability. It's sad to say that, but it's a fact. I mean, if you look at his career, he's able to out-muscle guys, overpower guys like Vicente Escobedo and Rodriguez, and you know, struggle against Daniel Ponce de Leon, who one time was a very good prime fighter in his heyday. And then you had fights with Gavin Reese. I mean, that was overly matched. I mean, Gavin Reese, okay. Antonio DeMarco, which I thought that was probably, in my opinion, probably his best win on his record against DeMarco. I mean, some would argue that that win was, Marco was a shot fighter at that point. Then, struggle against Paulie Malignaggi. I thought he lost against Paulie Malignaggi, if you ask me, in my opinion. And then he had, had that Madonna fight, got steamrolled. Got steamrolled by Madonna. I mean, after that.
I knew he was going to lose that fight, man. I'm going to tell you why. If you go back to, who was it Floyd was about to fight? Was it Canelo Alvarez?
No. Floyd was supposed to be fighting Amir Khan. Supposedly.
No. There was a fight. It was one of those all-access episodes.
Right.
And Floyd was about to fight somebody. I think it was Canelo. But anyway, Adrian Broner came to the dressing room with a pot belly.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had been out there on tour with Lil Wayne and all that. He came out with a pot belly, and I said, this dude, and then I heard, he fighting Mike Donna. I said, man, he gonna take an L.
Oh yeah,
he gonna take an L. Mike Donna isn't somebody you get in fighting shape for. Mike Donna is somebody you need to be in fighting shape for.
Oh yeah, I agree. You know what's funny though about that? You're right. It was a Canelo fight. It was that All Access backstage segment. I was actually picking Broner to win that fight. I don't know why. Even though I don't know why. After I thought that I thought he lost against Paulie, I said, you know what? I've seen fighters that struggled, in their fights. They end up winning their, another big fight after that. It's happened in the past. But I thought, because Madonna to me was obviously he was not a good technical fighter. We all know that. But the dude, obviously, hey, sometimes technicality is not always the thing, because sometimes if the style works for you, it works for you.
But Robert has a way of getting guys ready, man.
Oh yeah, he does. He does, Robert Garcia. But the thing about his fighters, man, they be having these goddamn weight problems. I don't know what it is about his fighters. They have these weight issues. But yeah, man, I think that Adrian's done, man. There's nothing else for him he can be done at this point. But anyways, that will wrap up the hangout, man. I got to get off here, man. It was a pleasure to have you on, man, for the first time, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Pleasure was all mine.
Yeah, hey, apologize for that little riff we had with.
No, hey, dog. Don't apologize for that. That's a grown man. He chose to do that. He probably going to make a video about it, and I'm just going to say it now. If you make a video, my name is Bo, B-O, and say exactly what I said to the letter. All right?
Right.
That's all I'm saying, because you want to call me fake. Go back to my other videos that I did live and you was in the comment section. I said the same thing then that I'm saying now. So you want to call me fake? Fine. Hey, that's you. I know for a fact I done told you once before. There's one thing I know about life. When everyone has the exact same problem with you, the common denominator of everybody's problem is you.
Right.
Is you. So I'm a grown man. You don't like what I say? Okay, do something about it. You did. Now I further told you what else you can do. 3505 West 63rd, Chicago, Illinois, 60629. Meet me. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's
nothing else to talk about.
There ain't much to talk about, but you make a good point, man. Shout out to the brother Ticket TV and shout out to Dream Taste of Boxing. And the thing is too, man, the thing about it, the reason why I ain't blocked the dude yet is because I like to expose him a lot. I don't know why. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but listen, I don't block him. I don't kick him out. It's just my thing is, like I say, I don't know whatever his problem is. Like, I didn't get off the hangout when he came on. I told you, I said, no, man, send him the link. I said, hey, man, send him the link. You talk about it, we talk. I said that. So if you want to call me fake after me making a video, giving you your props, telling this dude to bring you on, you want to call me fake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
that's the definition of fake, homie. Because I tell you all the time, you fake mad. Because if you was really upset, guess what you'd be doing? You'd be taking me up on my offer. When I told you meet me, do something about it, you'd have been like, all right, I'm gonna do something about it. No, you talking about some fake dude in Chicago. Yeah, that's exactly what people who do this and ain't about their life, that's what they do.
It's funny though. It's funny though, because the dude don't respect me. He don't respect none of us. But yeah, he came on here commenting on my damn chat room.
Listen, wait a minute. You said it best, right?
Yeah.
This is why he want to talk about double standard. You the epitome of double standard. You get angry at anybody that say anything remotely negative about Adonis Stevens, but yet you disrespect every fighter and everything they've done, right?
Right.
Well, hold on. When did Bandu Jack fight Daniel DeGale? When did he fight DeGale?
That was, I think it was was it April this year? When that happened? Or it was April, March, something around that time?
Right, okay. Low Place just now started talking about Bandu Jack. That's fake shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good
fake
point.
shit. You just now start talking about Bandu Jack. That's fake shit. You should be screaming his name way back then. You said this is you saying it because you want to talk about me being fake. You tweeted you was clapping up Jeff Horn for talking about some fighting Earl Spence. You said ain't nobody gonna mention it ever. I told you then, dog, he can say what he wants because guess what? He got a rematch called with Pacquiao, and you was giving him all these props. Pacquiao retires, right? He not gonna take the rematch. My bad. I don't see you talking about Jeff Horn take that fight with Earl Spence. But guess what? When Ortiz was bullshitting about not signing that contract, I made a video saying, "Yo, dog, what the fuck is going on?" I called out Eddie Zundy-Lauder. Said, "Yo, dog, you need to be fighting this motherfucker right here." That is not fake. What you do is fake.
Right. I agree, man. I agree. Yeah, like I said, dude, it's just like he's all over the place, man. It's like one day he don't like us, he don't respect us, and then he gonna come on here trying to chat box with us. I like, dude, it doesn't work like that. I thought you don't like us, you don't respect us. Like I told him, and I'm gonna tell him right now if he's listening. If you feel that way, don't bother coming around talking to us. Then don't conversate. Yeah.
Hey, dog,
So,
he can comment. Listen, he can comment because see, like you said, you know, I'm almost 50, right?
right.
So right after he gone, and he saw me, I laugh and joke about it because I've been through this. I didn't seen this. I know what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
Right. So, dog, if I make a video and he comment and he's respectful, I'll comment back. If I'm on pound for pound and he on it, I'll comment back because you know it's like I didn't been there before. You can look at all my videos. If you make comments, everything I've said to you and the way I've said it to you is never changed, bro. Even on Twitter, it's never changed, bro. And I can prove that. So it is what it is, baby, man. It's at the end of the day, dog. He still talk about boxing, so I give him that. And I said, listen, I give him that. He still talk about boxing, okay? And the dude can break down the fight. I give him that. He knows how to break down fights, so I give him that. You know, I don't have a problem with that. But come on, man. It's not. It's funny. Dad, I'm sorry, Dad. It's funny to me. It really is funny to me because it's like it used to. You know what it is? If you've ever played a sport and you that young cat that come in and you see them older dudes and them older dudes be laughing at that young cat. That's kind of like what this is like. This motherfucker don't have no idea. You know, it's like this motherfucker don't have no idea, man. That's why it's funny to me, man. It's like I tell you what, man. When you get to where I'm at in your life, then you holler at me, player. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Right. But I had to ban the other guy, Sean Newton. I had to ban him, dude. I can't deal with that guy. Real talk.
Well, you know what? I don't have any problems. I haven't had any problems with Sean. We disagree, but I haven't had any problems with him. He hasn't been disrespectful to me, so I don't have a problem with him. But again, part of being a man is if you have a problem with him and I have a hangout and Sean is on, I would never bring you in because I know that's an issue. See what I'm saying?
That's why I'm telling him.
Right, just because you have a problem with it don't mean I'm gonna have a problem with Sean. I ain't got a problem with it.
Right. I respect where you're coming from on that, man. But I have my personal beefs with the dude.
Exactly.
So
and I understand that. Like my brother had girlfriends. I couldn't stand them motherfuckers. But his girlfriend, I'm like, hey man, just keep away from me. Me and you, you can't keep that chick away from me.
Yeah, man. But yeah, anyways, man, it's been fun, dude. You know, it's a pleasure having you on, dude. So yeah, until next time. So again, I gotta give a shout out to the brothers Ticket TV and DCB for joining me on earlier today. And I know, brothers, it was a little bit rough with Low Place, man, but don't worry, man. Like I said, the reason why I have him in my chat room because I want other people to get on them too, because you know what I mean. But at the same time, as far as Low Place is concerned, man, again, if you want people to respect you, you gotta learn how to respect people. All right. So that's all I gotta say. I'm about to wrap it up. Until next time, we out. And Bo, tell people where they can find you at, brother.
Hey man, Truth and Facts About Boxing on right here on YouTube. Also, you can find me on Twitter at capital T for Truth _ capital F for Fact Box 1 and Instagram Truth _ Fact Box 1 and with my guys at the movement at 2K from Prodigy of Boxing, Big Cool from Colossal Boxing, Twine Divine Liberty, and my buddy Detective B. You can even catch me on Pound for Pound, where if we do one this weekend, you might even see Low Place on there also.
All right, man. That's good. That's good. All right, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
All right.